All right, we we're live and we're half a podcast. Cog's gone. Saul's MIA. I don't know what's going on, King. It's just us.
Yo, wasn't it Solve the one that put into the chat to this daylight saving sign?
I guess
Wasn't it him?
he forgot to do the daylight part.
I know, right? Let me double check and look because I could have sworn.
No, it was him. You don't have to
him,
look.
right?
I know it was him.
Yo, my behind. I've been up early because I've been playing Resident Evil. Right, last night I went to sleep. I watched a couple of good movies yesterday. One of the best movies I watched recently was War Machine. Now I keep forgetting this actor's name, but he played Jack Reacher in the TV show.
He's good in that show too.
Yeah, he's really good. But that's the guy that I wanted to play Captain America. He to me he looks like Captain America in the Ultimates universe because Captain America is stocky, wide, strong, big, and he had played another DC hero from Hawk and Dove. He played Hawk. Those are like some of my favorite comic book heroes. So I really like the guy, and I'm like, I don't know what Marvel is doing, why they're holding back on actually recasting a lot of these characters, because the characters will be eternal, but the people won't. And Chris Evans is old. So let's like move on to the next iteration of what Captain America is going to be. And it should be him, this stocky, robust guy. But the movie was so good. And it as a movie of heart, soul, and combat, it is a really good movie. So go check it out. It's called War Machine. I think I saw it on, was it Netflix or was it Peacock? Whatever the hell I was asking you about yesterday, because I hit you up yesterday and I was like, yo, what happened to your Peacock? Because Peacock was bugging out last night. But I did that. Did you see the Scream? You saw Scream, right? Did you?
Yeah, it was god awful.
Yeah, hot trash.
Yeah, it was the worst Scream by far.
Yeah, some people. I can't wait to see Scary Movie.
Oh yeah, that's in June.
Yeah. Scary Movie looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. Anything else you was doing? Oh, new Baki is out.
I don't like Baki, so that's
I love Baki. Yeah, I love Baki.
Yeah, I want to watch the Twisted Metal show. I need to watch season 2.
Yeah, you know what I should do for the Patreon? I should watch Baki on the Patreon, right?
I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
Yeah. I don't think they'll mind me watching Baki on Patreon.
I guess Saul just ain't coming. He ain't reading chat. He ain't doing nothing.
He's asleep. He passed that power stone.
It's a wrap for us, man. This ain't looking good for the cog for the cog report.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about Marathon. We're gonna talk about Marathon.
I didn't play Marathon. Did you play Marathon?
Nobody's playing Marathon.
Oh my God, King! People are playing Marathon.
Who? The couple of zealots that actually was capping like it was fun. Toxic positivity people.
There is currently 75,000 people playing Marathon right now.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did lose some weight. Sitting here dying. No. So this is what happens when you start your cleanse. Because I started my cleanse, my detox, deworming, all that stuff. Then your body rebels against you. So like no sugar, no alcohol. I haven't drank any alcohol in 2 months. Pretty good for myself. I only drink on the weekends anyway, but I stopped completely. No drinking. I don't smoke, so that's great. I don't do drugs, so that's fantastic. Except for medications. And so I weaned off of processed foods. So weaning off of that stuff, and then detoxing my liver, all my organs and everything, because my wife was going through her process. So I said, in solidarity, I'm gonna go through the process with her, and I'm just gonna have protein shakes and stuff like that. Bro, my body has violently attacked me back. It has tried to do everything to get me to have sugars. It has tried to get me to do everything to have some processed foods.
Your body's like, what do you do when you wall it out?
Addict, I'm telling you, you ever walk past a bag of chips and your hands start shaking? I'm like, oh my God. But again, Because I told my wife,
you about to be in the closet eating a bag of chips.
yo, for real, right? Nobody's watching me. So my wife was like, are you okay? Do you want to go to the hospital? Because she's, because my sinuses and stuff like that. I said, no. I said, actually, it feels like it's draining whatever's bad out. I said, I don't feel bad. I actually feel really good. But it's just the fact that I have like all this excess mucus and it's just like absolutely crazy. I know it sounds absolutely disgusting, but I apologize. But yeah. So by doing all of that, and I do have like a ton of like cleansing stuff that I'm taking, like black seed oils and MCTs and zinc and stuff like that, and melatonin to help me sleep. It's a different process, but I do believe that it's all for the better. And also my wife gets a chance to see that I really am supporting her and care about her journey. So I'm on a journey with her and I'm just like, okay, let's go do this together.
I mean, don't get twisted.
Like,
What you're doing, we all should do. We shouldn't be eating none of this garbage.
I'm trying, bro. Like right now, lemon water. Yeesh, this is great. But my mother-in-law makes a hell of a tea. She makes this tea that is so good for me, boy. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be feeling really good. Yo, what was you playing this week? Did you play anything fantastic this week?
Not really. I've been playing Enchanted Arms again.
What? Really?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Because you was born when Enchanted Arms came out?
King, I'm not that young.
No, I don't know. I forget. Yo, listen, I've forgotten. I don't know the years games come out. I don't really play that stuff in my mind.
Enchanted Arms came out in like the 2000s.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that. I don't really pay the time games come out because I play everything when I get it.
It came out in 2006. Right?
Okay. See, look at that. So yeah. You was born by that time, but you didn't play it when it came out.
No, I played it. That was like a Tyler game.
Oh, okay.
I played it, but I never like beat it from beginning to end. And I'm doing this new series on my my channel called Attic Revisits, and that's the second game I plan on doing it with.
What are you gonna do? You gonna do Blue Dragon?
I don't know. I might stay away from like long form RPGs for a minute because playing with like a 30-40 hour revisit after another feels like it's gonna take forever to do that. So got about probably 25-30 hours in Enchanted Arms now. It's good. It's made by From Software.
Yep.
It's like I didn't know they made a turn-based game.
That's when Xbox was actually kind of winning, and everybody was messing with them.
Yeah, so Saul has officially read the message. So
oh, look at it. He says he's here.
He ain't said nothing. He's just read it. So here's the thing, guys. Like today is just gonna. We got hit with daylight savings. I looked at the clock last night.
Daylight savings.
I looked at the clock last night, and I saw that go from like 2 to 3 in the morning. I'm like, wow, when did it get this late? Like, it's like I thought I had more time.
I was sleeping. It is, rest and relaxation is the best thing in the world. And I was just playing my games. Like, so what I've been playing this week. Oh, I didn't know that Minishoot, I think it's called Minishoot. So I watched the Nintendo Direct, like the indie Nintendo Direct, and they had Minishoot, right? So I thought the game looked really good. It reminded me of this game called Sinistar, but also mixed with asteroids. Now, I loved Sinistar growing up, and that was one of the games I played the most, that and Time Pilot inside Susie's, an arcade machine, an arcade store, a candy store, Susie's. And so it reminded me of Sinistar with a story. So I saw it on the Nintendo Direct. I said, I might have to pick that up. Tell me why I go to Game Pass and they got it in Game Pass day one. I know I go on and on about Game Pass, but I was super happy. Jumped into the game immediately. And while I was downloading it, I started playing it through the cloud. So I'm playing it through the cloud while it's downloading in the background, and I'm playing the game. I absolutely love this game because I thought as a kid, I'll never get like a Sinistar 2 or something like that. And anybody that's old as me that can remember Sinistar in arcade, like Pie Fighter, I live, ha ha. And it would like chase you down. There's a giant face that would chase you down, and you have to drop smart bombs to blow it up. But you'll be mining ores in space. I always wanted to see that game come back in some form or fashion, and I guess this is the closest thing that I'm going to get to it. And I'm playing this game, and this game is absolutely amazing. It's so much fun. So if you got Game Pass or if you got the Nintendo Switch, to just go pick it up, it's highly recommended. I actually love it. I've been playing that. I've been playing Final Fantasy remake in between stuff. I've been playing Ultros, but most of my time has been consumed by Resident Evil 9. And I got to the processing plant right now, Attic, and I know what that means. And I knew they was going to do something funky to me once I had to jump down into the pit. I understood that, and I kind of figured it was just like a duration type of thing, and I just like didn't panic through that part. She said something in the game that actually made me laugh completely out loud. She said, I think I got it in my mouth. Pause. And I said, yeah, that would have been my reaction too. But I would have probably threw up right after that happened if it would have actually gotten in my mouth. Oh, actually disgusting. But I see what they do with her versus what they do with Leon. Like with her, it's like so much realism, like human stuff, like stuff that me and you would go through if we was put in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
And Leon is like a combat vet, some 90s caricature of a human action hero. He does stuff that we wouldn't do.
It's like I said on the
instances.
podcast, like the week before last or last week, like Leon and Chris are just broken goods at this moment. Like they've been through so much trauma. Like at the very, very beginning, which I guess this is a spoiler technically, but you guys be bugging with spoilers. You literally the first time you play as Leon, he's in front of someone and he cuts up a nurse. The doctor cuts that nurse in half.
Yeah.
Leon doesn't even flinch.
Not at all.
Leon just looks at him. Like it's just like. That's someone that, man, I saw this yesterday. Like
it's so, but it's action hero.
Try to save her.
It's action hero desensitivity. It's like when what's this girl name? Grace. When she walks up into a situation, and I'm not gonna go into everything. I'm not gonna break y'all down on stuff. I'm just because I know a lot of y'all probably didn't play it or didn't get to certain spots. When Grace walks into a situation, she does critical thinking like a person detached from that world does. Like she really tries to break down stuff and analyze it how we would. And I love that human nature when it comes to the character because it gives gravitas to the story.
Leon's choice of thing for everything, I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, for real. Like it's his whole thing is, can I kick it, punch it, shoot it, stab it? And how strong can I make this move? Like I'm like, yeah. And you know what? And I think it's a play on itself. It's a laugh at us that we needed that back then to make it seem like that was realistic. But in all reality, what really happens is Grace.
You know what's funny? That's exactly what the Leon fans want.
Yeah. No, listen. I think it has a great balance of the two. I can't wait to play Pragmata. I was looking. Did you see the Capcom Spotlight? Did you check out the Capcom Spotlight?
Yeah, I vaguely watched it.
It had a lot of good titles in there.
I am going to play Monster Hunter Stories and probably review it. So
it looks good.
Salvi.
Oh, look at who's here. And it sounds like he's in the middle of the street with the brick wall in the back. Bariquas.
We need to get him like a...
What? Now, explain to me, why did y'all go live on time if y'all weren't even ready?
No, we was ready.
We was ready.
You weren't ready.
You weren't ready.
We
What are y'all talking about right now?
We're talking
we
about
just talking about
we're doing the
our weeks and
intros we
stuff.
do every day.
What's up?
Stalling.
Stalling for you.
You don't
Like,
need to stall. Just go live late. That's all
yo,
you gotta do.
How are you gonna be upset that we stalling for him?
I was trying. Look, my camera may die because I was waiting on my damn dummy battery that was supposed to arrive. It did not. So
why don't you just plug it in the wall?
Can't plug it in the wall because I actually have the camera that I purchased for us many years ago.
You talking about that Sony camera?
Yes, that camera.
My camera is plugged into the wall.
Okay, right.
But
there's a battery.
Plugs into something else.
Yeah.
He's talking about the battery. The battery that goes into the camera is messed up.
Oh, his joint is messed up.
Yeah, mine died.
Oh, okay. So go get another one.
I did get another one. Oh, Jesus Christ. If you've never listened to me.
Okay, listen, whatever, bro. I'm just saying, yo, don't bring that bad juju to my camera. My camera been good.
King was just telling us like his updated thoughts on Resident Evil.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
I was just talking about how I like how
King's actually gotten pretty far into the game.
Yeah, I'm at the processing unit part. I'm liking how Grace gives gravitas to what the human nature would actually be in the stupid world that is going on around her. Whereas Leon is a caricature of some psychedelic wild dude that believes punch, stab, kill is the answer to everything.
Someone like Leon in a mental
state. Like literally they would lock him up. Yo, okay, so I was just telling him I saw the movie War Machine. Did you get a chance to see War Machine?
No.
With the guy that plays Jack Reacher?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the TV show.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Check it out. That's something. It's something that you'll like.
That's what I really enjoy about Resident Evil. Well, first off, Capcom is really decent at like introducing new characters and getting it good out the gate. Because I know a lot of people that I like Jake from 6. That's like the only good thing that came out of 6 was Jake. I really enjoyed that. Sheva, that's the first time you've seen her, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I like Sheva in 5. So I think they do a good job at that. Ethan, I know a lot of people's like in and out when it comes to Ethan, but I like Ethan. So it's just like they do good, and I think Grace is a good character.
It's a give that man cafe con leche.
Yeah, I think. Grace
so Saul, I heard you passed your Power Stone.
I did. As you could tell. I'm not high on drugs today. No,
so by this time, you have an Infinity Gauntlet. I
pretty much. If I would have saved them, yes, I'd probably have the Infinity Gauntlet of.
It's a mind gem inside the sewer system right now. Some alligator down there.
Some alligator about to snap us out of his existence.
Take over the damn sewer systems.
I did. So all right. So yeah, so you're pretty far on Resident Evil. I have just gotten past Grace's first part and back into Leon. So yeah. I mean, what can I say? It. I'm a little mad with AMD though. Like well, I don't know, with Capcom, AMD, whatever. No path tracing on PC yet for AMD whatchamacallit, GPUs.
Oh.
I mean the game looks beautiful and ray tracing, whatever, but that path tracing though.
And my PlayStation 5 Pro is pretty good, bro.
I know.
It's pretty good, bro.
That's for our friends at Digital Foundry.
Listen.
Damn good.
Listen. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'm having a good time. I ain't gonna say anything.
Say that out. What's going on?
I already told you where I got it at.
I played on the in NXT the NXT desktop they gave us, and the laptop, and like both of them ran like very well, so I had no real issue with it. See, like a lot of that like nooks and crannies stuff that like you guys care about, I don't care about. So like that's never been an issue on like having those kind of things.
Yeah, but I mean, you have it. You might as well care about it because you have it.
Well, I mean, yeah. See, what's funny? I don't even look at the settings. Like I prefer.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I prefer a game like because Resident Evil, like it would literally tell you when you load up, yo, let me look at your bill.
Yeah, but it's never good enough. It always messes something up.
I go exactly with what they tell me to.
No, you can't. It's easy. You saw when you asked me for help with it. It was what it took 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it took you 5 minutes. I ain't sitting here playing. I'm not playing you. I'm not looking at YouTube to go play a game. Like,
I got to tell Addict, thank you for getting my text-to-speech going. We did not know what the hell was going on. This guy right there, boy, we figured that joint out, and he's like, man, I know it's something stupid. And he figured it out. So, again, if it's a computer thing, Addict's going to figure it out. But if it's a Capcom thing that's not pushing out that damn patch or whatever, then it's a Capcom thing. But Addict is the man. Addict is the man. Oh, you know why he helped me too? I knew why he helped me. He wanted to annoy me with his super chats. He tried to start some stupid. You know how when they be doing stupid super chats here, and the AI be reading it with the stupidness. He tried to start that up, and I was like, nope, mute your ass.
Yeah, he shut me down, which I'm not feeling that. You know, it's not like I did it a bunch of times.
You did it twice. You did it one time when I went up to the bathroom.
Yeah, I had to do it again,
and I came back down.
You got up.
Yeah.
The moment I
clicked it again, I said,
the moment I click send, this dude decides he has to go upstairs to get water. And I'm like, damn it, now I got to do it again.
And I come back and he does it again. I said, this damn ass. And I only realized you did it twice when I watched the show back. Because I watch all the shows back to see where I could get better at and where I'm messing up at or whatever. Yo, you're soft. They gonna get you, son. They gonna find you, son. You could keep acting like you in that secure location. They're gonna get your ass, son. They're gonna
it's always Sunday, bro. Like Sunday, people can't just chill at home. It's something wild happening.
Because there ain't no church in the Bronx. They're supposed to be at church.
That's the one that my wife goes to. That wife is the only one.
So we have we're officially gonna pass the gauntlet to Saul since he's here.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Well,
that's right.
Like I said, let me tell y'all what I have been playing. So again, a little.
You gotta give us an intro, so stop.
Evil. I'm not introing y'all. What's up? What up, King? What up? What up, King? What up, Addict?
What type of off the block crap was that? No, first I want to say happy birthday to my daughter, Danica. Danica, happy birthday.
Shout out to
It's
Danica.
March 8th. It's his birthday. It's your birthday, girl. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, girl.
That was
23.
That was the
Oh
funniest
my
thing.
God.
Exactly. I just want to throw myself in the bushes.
We are old. That means we are old as hell.
Bro.
Yeah, all right. When you remember when kids were born, it's like, listen,
bro.
My nephew's gonna be 30 years old. I'm like, I can't believe it. What?
Yo, remember when we was at the funeral for your father? And that's the first time I sat down with him since he was playing on a long time ago on some Nintendo handheld that you got him. I think it was a DS back then. And I'm sitting there and he has hair on his face.
Yep.
And I'm talking to him and I'm just like, I am so old. I remember when you had diapers on. I remember when your sister had him. I said, I remember your father coming to the house with a baggy tank top. My dude, I remember it all. And I said, he is a grown man now.
Straight up. It's insane, man.
It's wild.
And the little one's already, he just got into high school. The little one, the baby. I'm like, this
high
is
school?
Insane. Yep. He's 13, right? And so he got into a school that gives him like AP credit as well. Yeah. So yeah, like that it's just I look at my mortality like, oh man, this is not good. Yeah. But it's good, but it's not good, right? Obviously you look at yourself, but at the end of the day, like it's amazing to be able to see them grow up and see them through all the stages of their life. So
yeah.
But yeah, we're getting damn old. So okay. So what do you guys want? You want me to re-intro you guys, or you guys been
yes,
talking
sir. I would
about
like my intro, bro.
But you act like you about to get a cog intro.
You not get a Cog intro.
First
He
of
said,
all,
"What's up, King?" We
first of all,
I'm
listen.
gonna say what's up, King, yet again.
Addict, listen. I do not get paid from the show. I like my intros. Thank you so much.
All right, so let me go reverse order there. So, Lord King, after I thought that there would be no more console warring on the platform. Certain things have transpired to re-energize both you and Addict, which is interesting to me. So, welcome to the show, the Iron Lords podcast. A beautiful Sunday, Lord's Day. We have some things to discuss. We have King and Addict re-energized. They've been infused with the power of green, like the Green Lantern.
I haven't been infused with the power of green. I've been
not yet.
Of hope.
Yo, I'm putting on
power of hope.
Yo, listen, I'm putting on my Green Lantern ring right now.
The brightest day and blackest
darkest
night. So, King, what's going on? Talk to me.
I'm telling you right now, Asha is if she about that smoke and it look like she is, I'ma love this run, bro. I'ma love this run, bro.
After I thought we were gonna get level-headed, King, we would get nice. It's not happening. It's a wrap for that. It's not happening.
Nah. Marathon is in the bushes.
Oh,
yo,
Jesus Christ.
She outside kicking dudes back in. I'm about this, man. Yo, Project Helix, let's get it. Yes, get it.
Oh,
yo,
you should have heard it before the podcast started with the PlayStation topic.
Oh my Lord, yeah. Well, okay, well, we'll get to that. So,
because I'm trying to figure out on God and them. When did Sony come out with the statement talking about they're officially walking away from putting first party titles or taking them off of PC?
Yeah, they haven't officially said it. No one's officially said it.
They have nobody officially said shit. So why the hell are everybody acting like they did it? So stop it.
Because Schreier's batting 1,000 usually.
Listen. I'm waiting. I cannot wait to play Wolverine on my PC. I can't wait to play Ghost of Yōtei.
All I know one thing is J-Dub hit me up and said he said a bend the knee and you avoided it. So
he ain't never hit me with no bend the knee. Why do you lie?
That's what. So J-Dub did not hit you with a super chat.
Listen, J-Dub is a liar, bro.
Oh, he's a liar?
Yeah, a liar, bro.
All right,
I don't duck no fades. Don't be bringing up no guy in here I done decimated on every show we done had. Don't bring him up like his word is credible.
I'm just telling you what I was told.
Don't be taking secondhand garbage. Listen, somebody give you a bag of shit, tell you to deliver a bag of shit to somebody. Don't be delivering bags of shit,
batting
bro.
like 1,000, really. Like, yeah, you know.
Nah, you know what? Listen.
We'll save it for
this is the day that he fell wrong. All right? I'm not listening to him. When Sony said it's true, I'm doing like they're supposed to do with Xbox. Every time there's a rumor, they're going to walk around with the facts. No. When Xbox said it's so, it's so. When Sony said it's so, it's so. We're going to stop walking around here talking about they're pulling games off. No. The reason why they want to run around with that because Project Helix on that neck, boy, we're going to be playing all your games, boy, like we doing right now with our Xbox Rock Ally X. Y'all see what's happening?
Save it for the topic. Save it for the topic.
We're going to get to that. Let's get to that.
So besides that, I know you go to the movies every week. Have you seen The Bride yet?
No. I got to take Wifey to go see The Bride. Okay. The problem that we're having is she has, squirrel bladder.
I got you. Yeah.
So right now, I'm like, yo, I don't need you to be drinking something and got to run to the bathroom every 5 seconds. So I gotta get to the theater that's right next to the exit, so she could be like, boo 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 boo. But we'll probably go see that probably later on today. Go see the Bride today.
Okay, awesome.
You saw it?
Nope, have not seen it. Seen it.
The last thing I saw in the movies was Scream 7. Which was probably the worst Scream ever.
Yeah, I haven't watched that either. I never got a chance to see Dracula, so it should be coming to streaming soon. So yeah, it really did leave theaters really quick. So I was like, it's gone. So I was like, okay, I'll wait on that. And then I heard The Bride was like, some people did really dislike it, but any take on Frankenstein, I'm open to watch. So
yeah, me too.
I'll check it out.
But I also open to watch anything on The Bride of Frankenstein because that's really a niche type of movie. They never really go into. I think it's probably like 2 movies, for the
Right,
Bride
the
of
original,
Frankenstein.
and the original. Yeah, it did something else.
But this is a great take on it, and I do like the actors that are in this film.
Christian Bale, for sure.
Because him being a method actor, I know that he's going to give his oil to this.
He was walking around as Frankenstein's monster, probably.
And I want to see the embodiment of what that means, because it's like a Bonnie and Clyde take on our traditional trope of what Frankenstein would look like in the 50s.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's the 30s actually, like 30s Chicago, like mob land and
my head, I say 50s because I think 50s is really far away. No, I gotta go really further. All right, so so the 30s, because hey guy, she like it's stuff like that. That's all. Yeah, I want to see what that looks like. They got Tommy guns and stuff like that riding on side, outside the car.
Okay. Lord Addict, what have you been up to?
Nothing much. Been playing Enchanted Arms.
Enchanted Arms.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Also playing Leaf Green. So doing that too. It's been a long week.
So talk to me. Okay, what is Enchanted Arms?
Enchanted Arms is a game made by
you
From
forgot
Software.
what Enchanted Arms was?
Okay, I'm bugging. I'm making sure it's what I think
exactly
it is. Like,
what you think it is.
Go ahead, play Enchanted Arms. Awesome.
What's funny is I've had it for a while. I bought it like 2 years ago because I played it a long time ago, and been doing this new thing called Attic Revisit on my channel where I like play an older game because I did Crackdown 3. So I was like, all right. I was like, let me play some of these older games. I probably won't play these giant RPGs back to back like this because this is. I realize how much I can't stand random encounters these days because I move like 5 feet and there's a random encounter. So I prefer them change that. It's like we don't need to do random encounter for everything.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But it's been a good time.
Okay, awesome. And then you say you've been playing Pokemon. How are those? Are they remakes? Are they remasters?
Yo, as wild as he is, look at his smiling face. He's so happy about anything Pokemon because this dude got Pokemon.
I was looking
as one of his publisher games.
I was looking at the Pokemon game that you did.
Pocopia, yes.
I look at it like
shut up.
It looks interesting, but like, cause it's like the Animal Crossing formula. But I know I'm not gonna like that. Like, but see, like, I don't like survival type of games, but
everything that you're saying to him right now, he doesn't know anything that you're saying.
I don't care. I just look at that number.
All he's doing is he's looking at that number, Addict. I swear to God, that's what makes me more disgusted by his choices. This dude is a sabermetrics of picking stuff. I can't stand him, bro.
So for those of you guys who don't know, and actually none of you really know, because the episode still has not come out on Inside the Game Lords After Dark. But we did let me shout out to the police.
That's how it be in the Bronx. They be going to get them dudes, bro.
So we did an episode where we each picked 5 games, right? And we have our own publishing branch, right?
Yep,
our own publishing branch.
Names.
And we kind of like, we kind of picked an order or whatever, and we all got to pick 5 games, right? And at the end of the year, whoever has the highest aggregate Metacritic score is the winner, right? For all of their games, right? So I have been lucky so far. I picked my first 2 picks were Resident Evil and Pocopia, which I think at this point happened to be the 2 highest rated games of the year so far.
Yes.
And there's no way in hell I'm playing Pocopia, but I was like, I don't know, something about this game. People seem excited, and it turned out to be right. So,
shut up. Ridiculous.
They definitely took that formula that's worked out really well for them in the past.
Yeah.
When it comes to like Animal Crossing, good for them. Like I look at something like that. It's just I know that even though it looks interesting, and even though like formulas like Power World got me into like the survival aspect. I don't like anything about Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
So it's just, and that game's not game's like a full retail game too. So
Wait, you don't like anything about Animal Crossing? Why? Because it's fun family love game? What's up?
I've never felt appealing to play Animal Crossing.
I feel you.
But I do know that there's a huge demographic of people that like Pokemon. There's a huge demographic of people that would like the game like Animal Crossing. So to me, it made perfect sense.
Yeah, facts. Beyond that, and I guess you will be talking about Slay the Spire 2.
Yeah, the game that is slaying marathon right now. I love it.
Slay the Spire
like 9
right about now.
Yeah.
Slaying pretty much everything right about now.
Okay. Yeah, marathon is on the floor. Let's go, baby.
Everything is like slaying, but that's not like a fun analogy, like because like,
I don't care.
It's slaying everything.
I don't care, addict. It's just, I'm just worrying about one thing. Let me use my narrative, man. Stop messing with me.
Yeah. All right, so cool. Yes. He said, "Let him have his narrative."
Yo, listen. Cog ain't here. I'm gonna do what I like.
I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby.
I sent him a nice note this morning too.
I know. And then he got the change of time too. Oh, he's all messed up.
Yeah.
If we're messed up, he's messed up. So yeah, in case the guys didn't mention it, Cog is at GDC right now.
Yeah, he's with Asha.
Yeah, he is at GDC right now.
Yeah.
You know how Cog likes to do. He likes to schmooze. He's out there getting the opportunities. And
talk to Asha.
Yeah. Hopefully get a chance to talk to Asha over there at GDC.
Because she said, catch me outside. How about that?
See what this Project Helix is all about. And we will be talking about Project Helix as well.
About world domination.
I know he's up. So
he's up.
He was saying, he might show up a little bit for that project.
Oh, okay. Nah, stay your ass over there.
We don't need you over here.
That's right. Work over there. Get out of here.
Yeah. So
don't be over here messing up what we got going on. We having some fun. We acting up. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know what it is.
Jesus Christ.
We back, baby.
Yeah, it's messed up, man. I thought we were on a good path here.
No.
Hope has been given.
That's right. No more kumbaya, son. Yo, I heard exclusives is back on the table. The same way that they taking exclusives away from the PC, I heard Xboxes are taking exclusives back from PlayStation.
I wouldn't go that far yet.
Yeah, I heard Jason Schreier said that.
Jason Schreier definitely did not say that.
Say that. No,
I don't know.
If he said that, we would believe him. Just saying.
Oh,
hey, you know what's funny?
Wait
a
second.
Funny?
If I could get Jason Schreier to tell you that, you would believe him?
King
Wait, no, I just need that answer.
Oh no, if Jason Schreier said that,
if Jason Schreier said that to you directly,
yeah, we would believe him.
All right, cool. I got you.
First off, you can't use AI to make Jason Schreier.
No, all I got to do is just hit him up and say, "Do me this favor."
You know what's funny, Saul? How much you want to bet? If Jason came out first and said that this is happening with exclusives, we would be having this conversation on whether or not to believe Jason Schreier or not.
I don't care about all that stuff.
All right, moving along. So, and as for me, like I said, I played a little bit more Resident Evil Requiem. I'm at Leon's.
I gotta put Dip down on timeout, man.
Second part. What is he talking about?
They're putting meat in the chat.
Oh,
I gotta put him on.
Meat back on the table, boys.
Let's put him on timeout. Let's block him and report him.
So yeah, I've been playing more Requiem. Like I said, I'm at Leon's second part. And yeah, like it's like I love the fact that there's such a big switch between him and Grace. I agree with King that Grace is this character that like she is just like she's been pulled out of what he deems to be a normal world and into this psychotic thing that Leon is so used to inhabiting.
It kind of reminds me of like Supernatural when like the regular characters that just they find out that the world isn't is gray, is black and white as they thought.
Yeah. It's just like I feel for her. But she does her thing, man. She does her thing. So I'm excited to keep playing with her.
It's gonna be a part when you're playing, and she gonna say, "Ew, I got it in my mouth."
Oh,
and, yo, pause. And you gotta go. Yeah, I would have said the same thing, but I would have threw up afterwards. But yo, all the stuff that she's going through, I'm like, I am so this character. Like what she's going through, like going through stuff, like breathing in that manner, like looking around corners, like what the hell is that? Like, and it's just, and I'm supposed to be right now. I'm supposed to be a Resident Evil veteran. Right now, I'm supposed to be. There's none of this supposed to bother me. I'm supposed to know in my head is a video game, right? But for some reason, I still play cautiously. I don't know why.
It's funny because last week y'all were clowning me because you were like, you know, you had your puppy next to you and you was playing.
Yeah.
And in fact, she was right in her playpen next to me. Lights were out, but she was right there, and she didn't she didn't care what was going on the screen. She was knocked out. She was chilling, but she was there. Last night. Wifey took her to the bedroom because she sleeps with us in the bedroom. She has her what you call bed over there, whatever. So wifey took her, and I'm like lights out by myself, headphones on. I'm like, damn, bro, what am I doing to myself? And it was lucky that it was like towards the end of the Grace part. So I got to the Leon part, and then since that's more action oriented, even if
you don't feel no problems with that.
You don't feel it as much because you know you're empowered. Yeah. But with her, you don't really know what's popping off. So yeah, so I played that. I also played Legacy of Kain Defiance, the remaster.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I love the Kain series. I know that King loves it. I know that Cog loves it. So yeah, I had to jump on this Defiance remaster to see what they were doing. It's a beautiful remaster. Like it upgraded textures and stuff like that. Everything looks crisp, runs super smoothly. Like if I'm not mistaken, Defiance is the last game in the series. Is it or is it Blood Omen 2? I don't recall, but this game, playing it, I'm like, they need to.
Could be Blood Omen 2.
Yeah, it might be Blood Omen 2, but it might be this one. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm enjoying it, and I got the package, and I haven't tried it yet. It has the beginnings of the sequel to this game that never came out. So this is part of that package where it's like they allowing you to play like the beginning of that game or whatever they got of that game is there.
Yeah.
I have not had a chance to try it out yet, but that's super cool that they even have that. So my hope is that, man, like I don't know what sales look like for this, but I love Legacy of Kain. I think that is a franchise that can be brought forward and really like expand it out. Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, if you're a fan of it, definitely get this remaster. It's really, really nice. Runs beautifully. So I'll be playing more of that. And yeah, that's about it. So let's get into these super chats before we get into our first topic. Let me see. Let me roll back a little bit. All right, let's put the crest in the chat for Bruno Ramos Diaz. Welcome to Lord Gold. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you. Then we have Bruno Ramos Diaz once again with the 10 reals, I believe. I'm addicted to Aria Requiem, and also I can't wait for Pragmata. Capcom is like Cap God at this moment. They are cooking. Sorry, Lords. The CC bounced the membership, but I'm back now. Shout out, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I do agree. You can make the argument Capcom's top 3 publishers in the industry.
Yeah,
and you can make the argument they're the best publisher in the industry because
they haven't missed in 7. Like,
and it's not even missed. Like they have done stuff that like a lot of companies would like die to do. Like they're still milking a franchise that was made 30 years ago. Name other companies still doing that and doing it successfully.
That's the thing. Doing it successfully.
They realized that they had to fix it, and they understood that first. Oblivion is one hell of a motivator because they was at bankruptcy.
Mm-hmm.
So Oblivion one hell of a motivator.
There were discussions back then about what
it was almost over.
Done? Are they done?
They were done.
And they took that bet on coming back. I remember the reveal at the PlayStation showcase for Resident Evil 7. And I was just like, oh man, Like even if it wasn't first person, I was like, I know it has that feel. It has that feel.
Yep.
And the Baker House was something else, man. And then they haven't missed since then. I mean, again, you can say what you want about Monster Hunter Wilds or whatever, but it did really well. People like it less than Worlds. But and Dragon's Dogma was a bit of a like technical kind of mess. Dogma 2. But apart from that, man,
Dragon Dogma 2 would be good with the PlayStation 5 Pro. With the
I'm sure
it probably would. I don't know, but it's still the bottleneck is still the CPU, so I doubt it. I think
that is again the CPU intensive.
So I guess we got to look towards next console in order to go back and play back to Pat and play it again.
Yeah.
So
see, it comes down to it. It's just they've done a really good job at not only taking risks, like Prognathma is coming out. A lot of companies wouldn't. Whatever. A lot of companies wouldn't take that risk these days, and we still don't know how that game's going to do. Then you look at what they've done with the Monster Hunter franchise. They really like reinvented that multiple times because people remember that was such a low key title. They were making that exclusive to the Switch for like a decade. It felt like.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it was on. There were PSP versions of it. There were like DS versions and stuff like that. Yeah, like Monster Hunter was something that was super niche for a long time. It was
like a real Japanese only.
Yeah. It was something that people like sought out. But apart from that, it wasn't something that really like jumped out to the Western crowd. And then
you got to look at like
somebody ring doorbell is going off.
Yeah, that's my mom's. I got to check up on. So when they ring her doorbell, I'm like, who that?
Yeah, and then it's Omniusha. Yeah, it looks like they're doing a good job bringing that forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that looks good too.
And not to mention, like they took the feedback from Resident Evil fans, like they wanted from 5 and 6, and they went direction to 7, but then. They also was like, we're going to reinvent to me, in my personal opinion, without Capcom, you don't get remakes that we're getting these days.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Capcom started if you're going to remake something, remake it right. Because for Resident Evil 4, not Resident Evil 2, I mean, was the remake that defined what remake should be. And it got to the point where people knew, if we're gonna do a remake, we got to do it right, or people ain't gonna buy it. Like, and I appreciate that. And then they took like Resident Evil 4. That was a well done because people don't mind paying for the game that they paid years ago, but they want it to make sense.
Yeah,
it gotta be new.
Is the only company really that has done it to make sense.
And we forget, we probably have more Dead Rising coming, more Devil May Cry 2. There's rumors that Dino Crisis is coming back. Like obviously Mega Man coming back.
Know what I want?
Okami. Jesus. Yeah.
Remember that the one on Lost Planets?
Oh my God, Lost Planet. Yeah, that. Yeah. To me, I look at Pragmata a little bit, and it kind of looks like that look of it. Like the look of it. Yeah, for sure. Like if they bring back Lost Planet.
See, but the thing about that is Lost Planets was a frozen tundra.
Yeah.
So look, I know a lot of you guys is like, what the hell are they talking about? Right? Because a lot of you guys, this generation and the previous generation is when you started, or some people just started in this generation. But Capcom has a long lineage of games, and some of those games are outside of the norm of Street Fighter and the commonly known titles. Lost Planets was one of those games that they just does like Pragmata, like Sav says, they just do these titles and sometimes they hit, and if they hit, you get a Lost Planets 2, and that was lit. So I can't wait to see if I know Pragmata is gonna hit because I like what I've been playing. Played the demo and stuff like that. I know it's gonna hit because they took Kojima's aesthetic, what I thought Death Stranding was going to be like an action type of thing, and he kind of flipped it on his head. He gave you the illusion that it was going to be an action type of game or stealth type of game. We thought it was going to be like a Metal Gear Solid type of thing, but it wasn't, and gave us something different. This looks like what I thought that would be, and it plays like how I want it to play. So it's gonna resonate well with everybody.
Yeah, facts. So Capcom, this feels like it's the year of Capcom, right? And the only thing
I think they're gonna be
only thing that could derail it is probably GTA 6, but we'll see. I mean, in terms of like, they have a lot of potential like games that could be game of the year contenders. So we'll see. We'll see. But definitely
GTA could fall absolutely flat. I was looking at a documentary based upon the Ballad of Gay Tony, and the one with Nico was the protagonist, right? And they gave a synopsis on what wouldn't fly in today's age based on something that was not too long ago. I thought the DLC, I thought the Ballad of Gay Tony was probably one of the best DLCs that ever came out.
Yeah, facts it is.
And when you go back and look at it, I see people get upset where there's a mission in Spider-Man 2 where it's LGBTQ type of thing, and they didn't want to do the mission to get the suit. I didn't care. I just, did the mission. But I said, damn, we're so different from not too long ago to where we are now. Like, we just got like real stuffy, like really closed in. And I don't think a lot of stories can be told in the manner that we needed to be told. I think Rockstar's best days was the days where everything was able to be said.
I guess that's the worry, right? With the
what are we
Dan
gonna
Houser
get
out
now?
of there, like Dan Houser, like what is the Laszlo out of there? Like, what does that writing look like, right? Does the satire hit the same way? Like, that's what GTA is about, right? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be really interesting to see.
How do you get a chance to tell stories that's supposed to resonate with individuals, and you can't be as real as you need to be because you're too worried about backlash and
who you're gonna offend? Yeah,
right. Yeah. In this world where everybody's offended for some stupid damn reason.
I hope they don't care about that, but we will see.
They don't care.
Okay, and Attic, I would have believed you, but watching the documentary of it and watching the transformation from where they were to where they are now, some of the online stuff, I was just like, oh snap! I didn't, because I separated myself from Grand Theft. I didn't finish Grand Theft Auto 5. So I said, let me go finish that. I got probably play that after I finish Resident Evil. I didn't finish Grand Theft Auto 5. I think my last great Grand Theft Auto was Vice City. I think
Vice City was so special, man. Like,
so it's like you're looking at where we are, and I don't think they're going to attack. If they surprise me and just really don't give a F, and they just really go for it. They use the N-word with the hard ER.
I don't think we've never heard that in GTA.
Yes, we did. That's the problem. That's the problem.
No, I'm bugging.
Right, that's the problem.
I'm bugging. San Andreas had it all over the place.
San Andreas, that's every other word. When they got him from the airport, that was every other word. So if you're looking at it, you're going to say, what are they going to deliver to us? Grand Theft Auto always felt like it was rooted in reality.
Yeah, it's satire, but a lot of stuff that bubbles up. The thing about satire and like it's rooted in reality, right? It just exaggerates it, right? It takes the most exaggerated scenario and presents it as what that is, and it's obviously it's not. But yeah,
yeah, but see, that's the thing. We're in a cancel culture situation. Are they going to risk the largest IP that they ever had, that they done put damn near $2 billion into to get it over the line? What does it look like? And is it something that can absolutely fall flat based upon the political climate in which we are living?
I would be so disappointed if that's the case.
I think there's certain things that they won't touch, but I think those are very, very far in between.
Yeah.
I think they need to touch every line, because I don't think it was ever
every line, but
I don't think there was never a line that they didn't touch, though. This is the thing. Pause. Yeah, every line was touched, especially if you know the Tony Montana references I'm going to right now.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on. We got Bruno Ramos Diaz once again. Hold on. Got to roll back a little bit. $5, 5 real super chat. People are doing super chats thinking they are the Nate Dogg. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hate that shit. I hate that.
Then we have Plasma Snake 3, $5 super chat. Thanks for the content, Lords. Normally can't catch y'all live, but your guys' stream makes my overnight shifts go by quickly. Awesome, man. Glad to keep you awake, man. And entertained. We got Hollywood Rules, member for 49 months, Lord Silver. Happy Sunday to my NYC, West Virginia cousins. Saab, glad you're feeling better. Thank you, brother. Safe travels to Cog. Loving Resident Evil 9, so fun. And Asha tweets for the win.
Factoids.
Yeah, Asha's learning to play this game. Yeah. She's out there. All right. And we have BT Maverick 707, $5 super chat. Schreier bats 1,000. Problem is the Sony statements bat 170. Hashtag this is about generations. Insomniac Spider-Man will never be on PC. Bungie is better than ABK, etc., etc., etc. Yes, there are a lot of statements that have been made on both sides of the hindsight is 2020, huh?
That's right, baby.
Topic when we get to that topic.
Then we got Hollywood Rules again, $5 super chat. Gotta wish my youngest baby Kiara a very happy birthday. We'll be celebrating her today. Can't believe she's turning 20 today. Time is undefeated. Yes, that is true.
Facts.
Happy birthday to Kiara.
Happy
20.
Birthday.
Oh my God, 20.
Yep.
Yeah. We got Bruno Ramos Diaz once again, five real super chat. Someone has that KRS-One background sound. All head will understand. That would be me, sir. The Bronx, the BX is wilding today, as they do on Sunday. Then we have Hollywood Rules again, $2 super chat. Let me see Sony give up the bag first before I believe it.
Facts. Yeah. Everybody want to be on a Sony protection force. they heard that the big helix in the streets.
Yeah. Then we have Bruno Ramos Diaz again, 5 real super chat. Grace's part is scary and she can't shut up when she's scared. Hashtag no spoilers. Yes, that's what I love about it. Like she's like genuinely terrified.
You know how I knew she was gonna do a good job at the very beginning? When she was taught, when like at the very beginning, right before the game, even like the gameplay starts, and the dude comes up to her and tells her where her, and she starts stuttering. Then,
yeah, she's like, and she never really looks. She doesn't look up.
Nope.
She's always
it's
looking
like she
down.
Has Asperger's.
Like she's looking down at her feet or something like that. Yeah. Even when like the parts when she's talking to the girl in the. That's locked off. She just looks down. Yeah. We have Dr. Strangelove, $5 super chat. Finished RE9 on Tuesday.
Why are you gonna act like we don't know who the hell that is?
Did we read this one?
Guy.
Oh, nope. Yeah, there's another Bruno Ramos Diaz, 5 real super chat. Nobody Wants to Die is dirt cheap on the Xbox store. Looking to get into it. What is that? You guys know what that is? Nobody Wants to Die?
I gotta see it.
Yeah, it's a game that came out not too long ago.
Okay. And we got Dr. Strangelove, $5 super chat. Finished RE9 on Tuesday. It's a 9 out of 10. Loses a point due to some of the bosses being a bit lackluster, but still game of the year contender. Also, hi, Savi. What's going on, Dr. Strangelove? How are you? How's it going?
Son. We're going to stop you. We know exactly who the hell you are, bro.
Thank you for your support. Appreciate that.
We're going to stop that right there. We know exactly who you are, my guy.
Then we have P1553D1, $2 super chat. Shout out to the Lords of Gaming.net. Shout out to Lords of Gaming.net. Appreciate you, man. And we have Lucius. We have not Lucius Augustus. We have Mac22TH54, $2 super chat. Lost Planet was fire. We have Bruno Ramos Diaz again, 5 real super chat. Lost Planet on the Xbox 360, that was fire. Yes, love me some Lost Planet. Facts. Then we got Lucius Augustus Rex, $5 super chat. Almost every GTA had a controversy. One of the GTA games had you wiping out Haitians. Yes, I know.
Yep.
I remember being a kid and hearing my parents complain about it. Yeah. Then we have Brian Stamir.
That is wild, crazy, bro. Like,
shout out to SWAT. Shout out to SWAT in the chat. Brian Stamir, $2 super chat.
That's my dude.
RE5 or RE6 remake first.
They'll probably do 5 first, but I hope when they make 6, they take that concept and just make a better game.
I mean, make it as good as you made 9.
You know what's funny? If like the whole point of these remakes He's like, we're gonna remake all these games and we're gonna fix our lowest of lows. Like we're gonna get to 6 and no one's gonna be talking about this 6 forever again. It'd be crazy if they did overhaul like drastic things about 6.
6 and I know, and make it amazing. Hey man, I don't put anything past them right now. They could do anything. Then we got Bruno Ramos Diaz again, 5 real super chat. Hot take: RE6 was a good game, just not a good Resident Evil game.
That is a hot take.
That's the wildest.
It's just plain bad. I remember.
That UI is god awful.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't even know what they were thinking when they made that UI.
I'm gonna sit through that one day and just see the story, and I'm gonna do that one day. Yeah.
I was thinking about replaying it around Requiem, but then I saw one of my buddies playing it, and I was looking, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good." Like,
he's like, "I'm good. I'll pass."
I'm good. It's just like that UI is atrocious. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a worse UI than I've seen in Resident Evil 6. Like, and the sad part is like they had so much going for that game. Like that game truly could have been it. It could have been the game of all Resident Evil games. They had they had everyone. Like,
yeah, they did. Well, let's see what they do. It'd be nice to see if they see them go back to it. We got Slow Mo Backslap, $5 super chat.
Blessings.
I played more Marathon. I give it 6 months before we hear about Bungie discontinuing content. By the way, the super chat is dynamically priced. It should be $50.
Yo, I like that. I like that.
There's no way you got to drive into the next county. There, it'll be 50 there. So don't worry about it.
You know what I like? I like Console Wars back, baby.
That's crazy.
It's back, baby.
I cannot believe everything is cyclical and circular. I can't
back,
believe this.
baby. Yo, Slow. Let's get it, baby. We outside, son.
You act like Slow-Mo's on your side too. That's
the wildest thing is the enemy of my enemy is my friend, my guy. So, he's PC Master Race. That's all day. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know what it is. We're gonna run it up on these bums. That's right. Let that chat be known. Let's go. Slow-Mo. Smack them. Slow-Mo. Smack them.
So we're not going to be talking about Marathon today because the only person who played it on this panel is not here today.
He's conspicuously absent. When that game is falling to the bushes, he's outside. Yeah.
Shout out to Marathon and Bungie and Cog.
I'm sure Cog's watching this. He's like, yeah, I'm coming on. We done.
He's like, hold on. Then we got J
Flag on the plate.
No slander for Marathon. Then we got J Mac, member for 64 months, Lord Silver. Appreciate the Lords for scaring the ish out of me with this Resident Evil 9. Not gonna lie, scared to death. Hashtag Graybeard. Facts, man. Facts. Like I love a good scare. I love a good scare. Like I do. But you gotta put yourself like when you think about the things I do to like put myself in that situation, I'll sit on my couch, I complete sensory deprivation, just a headset and lights out. Like I don't like playing horror games during the day. I don't, unless I can create a scenario where it's pitch black,
right?
Yeah.
Like,
in my honest opinion, if you're doing something like that, you might need mental health.
Yo, listen. We grew up in that madness,
it's
though.
Okay, man. Therapy isn't shamed upon anymore. Like you might
Add
need that. Like,
the lights is
who am I
out.
to tell you not to get that?
The lights is out. I don't want to see no glare on the TV. I got the headsets on. Yo,
who
wifey
wants
said,
to see glare on the TV for any game?
Wifey said, yo, why the hell are you playing that scary game with the headset on? She in the living room with me. She's like, you got the surround sound on. I just need to know, why are you doing this? I said, this is something that I have been doing since a child.
Yep. I do it all the time.
Silent Hill, Resident Evil. It has always been lights off by myself in front of the TV. If I got a headset on or absolutely alone, complete deprivation. And
that's not how you do it.
And I don't know why I think I need to feel that type of excitement in my life. But when I scream out loud, I know I love a game. and this game has made me scream out loud 3 times. Man.
Yeah. No, I've done it. You know what we could do it with? Fatal Frame, the remake of Fatal Frame 2. Oh my God.
Actually, ironically, I think I'm about to get a code for that game.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's nice.
That would make a nice little road to Cologne challenge for Alex.
Yeah,
I'm not getting a code. I've changed my mind.
I changed my mind. I'm not getting a code.
I don't
Yo,
know
how
what
you gonna sit there
about.
and say I changed my mind?
Attic with a T said that. I didn't say that. I don't know.
He said how he's gonna change his mind on getting a code. Out of control.
All right, so we are done with super chats. Are we going in this order? Are we doing PlayStation leaves PC first?
Do the first one because Cog wants to join and he only got a certain amount of time. So let's just get the Project Helix out of the way.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, earlier this week we got a post from head of Xbox Asha Sharma, and I quote, and this is a post on X. Great start to the morning with Team Xbox, where we talked about our commitment to the return of Xbox, including Project Helix, the codename for our next generation console. Project Helix will lead in performance and play your Xbox and PC games. Looking forward to chatting about this more with partners and studios at my first GDC next week. Obviously, yeah. So she came out and said it. She gave us the code name for what we up until now have known to be Magnus in leaks. And yeah, she's confirming something that I kind of questioned after she took over, is whether they were going to continue the hybrid model, right? And when you talk about the return to Xbox, I'm like, well, are they going to continue with the hybrid or is it going to be a straight up console? And yeah, she confirmed that it is going to continue to be this hybrid Xbox/PC that will be able to play the games in your Xbox ecosystem and your PC games, right? She doesn't differentiate what PC games. She doesn't say, hey, she doesn't specifically say Steam. She doesn't say Epic Game Store, but the assumption is, yes, you'll be able to play those games as well. And she's also kind of parroting things that Phil had been saying in the last few years. Like, well, pretty much since they lost the power narrative during the Xbox One generation, it's like, we're not going to lose that narrative anymore. And she's made it clear that this will lead in power and performance as well. So obviously just getting this overarching announcement and that's it. And it is a hybrid thing and it's going to be the most powerful. It leaves everything up to speculation, right? And if you want to check out our uncut, untethered dark thoughts,
I suggest you really look at that.
Look at the Insider Gaming app a little bit later this week. Lords After Dark. That was our discussion on Project Helix and what we think it's going to be, how we think it's going to do, possible hurdles that it has, and what it means for Xbox moving forward. Obviously, like Lords After Dark, we're completely untethered. The language completely unfiltered. The language is what the language is. So yeah, go check it out on the Insider Gaming app. It should be out a little bit later this week.
And here you get the watered down version.
And that does have Cog in it too.
Yeah, Cog's there for sure. Cog was able to hop in and make that happen before he had to rush out to GDC.
Cog said he'll be here in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Awesome. So for all you Cog maniacs, if you really want to see Cog take on Helix, I suggest you go get that Insider Gaming app. Ooh, yeah, dig it.
So let me get these quick. Let me see. You got a couple super chats that came in real quick. JD Gamer, $5 super chat. Right on point. They should have never wished for Phil to be out of there because in his place is Asha. Win everywhere she gotta go, and Matt spend them out of business. Killer booty. Shout out to JD Gamer, reinvigorated as well. Then we have legendary Intel, $2 super chat. Project Helix is PC gaming for the masses. # no PS6. Then we have the Black Ronin, $5 super chat. Sav read what Jeff couldn't say. Console. It's a console. Philly stand up. Hashtag no PS6. Y'all wild for playing hard games with headphones on. Nasty work, yo. That's how we do. That's how we do. Poopy pants all day long.
He said that's the poopy pants. Yo, you bugged. I like it.
Then we got JD Gamer $5 super chat. It's an easy way to win, and now is the time. Renegade time, blank check time. Not quite sure that was true, but whatever. Star PlayStation of Zeitgeist third-party content time, and Microsoft has the money to do it. Yes.
My whole team outside today. Like that. Y'all gonna get a video today too.
It feels like the days of yore here.
I love that.
Here
I love
on the
that.
Iron Lords podcast. All right,
That's
so
right.
we have Carl coming on in a few minutes, but let's start with Addict. Addict, what do you feel about this, man? As someone who has, kind of been super critical of what Xbox has been doing the past couple of years, not happy with it at all. And I'm not saying you're necessarily jumping for joy, but maybe you're looking at it like with a bit of a hopeful eye.
It comes down to, it's like, look, I've always had issues with, like, certain decisions made by the previous, leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, regardless, like, whose decision it wasn't, who's responsible, they all get an equal blame with me. Like, I don't just blame one person; I blame everyone. And when it comes to this particular situation, I don't know what this new person's doing. I don't know what her philosophy is. I don't know if she's been put in there to silently sunset the Xbox. I don't know none of that. But one thing I will tell you is, before this happened, I had zero hope that anything was going to change. That it was going to be the exact same consistent road, and the road just ends one day. Now, it could end shorter now. But there's change. I can't sit here for as long as I have, like, pretty much demanding change and saying, look, something's got to change. I don't know if it's leadership. I don't know. And then when they change leadership, to me, it's just like, I got to give the person enough time to, like, logically do something. Now, I don't know what they're going to do in the end. I don't know what her plans are. I do feel like I don't even know if they know. I feel like there's a huge thing where, because she kept saying when she was interviewed by Jez, I got to go back and look at the previous leadership. I got to see why it didn't work, what did work.
Mm-hmm.
And, until she's a little bit more transparent on that, I'm not going to even rule anything out. Or like, do I think exclusives are coming back? About 50-50, I'd say. I do think there's a chance. People that saying there's zero chance ever, the thing is like, when it comes to something like that, like, you never know what they're gonna do, because you don't know the circumstances that led to what's going on here.
Right.
I do think that in order to sell a console, especially if the thing is expensive, you're gonna have to have exclusives, in my opinion. Well, it's just like that. Do they do it? I don't know. But to me, the best shot you have is with it than without it. I've said it for the longest time. Everything in the gaming space, everything in every industry has exclusives. So you ain't gonna sit here and, like, bully me into, like, thinking that that's not the case.
Queen gonna bully you. Queen gonna bully you.
What is going on
here?
here?
Yeah, it's the Queen from House Green, Lady Asha.
This disloyal, ungrateful individual gonna pull up
first of her name, King Saber, respect
the Queen. This guy is a disloyal individual. He has never been about Xbox. Let's walk him out the door. Let's go. All you Cogamaniacs, listen, all you Cogamaniacs that are here to see Cog. Well, there you go.
There you go. well, let me tell you something, brother. We here over here at the Xbox, we got to circulate a new Queen. The prayers, the training, the vitamins. Live from GDC. We got my man Rook in the building. Salute to Rook. We got to shout him out, man. He came through.
Rook was good, brother.
Rook in the building, you know what I'm saying? So we here, man. We just landed not that long. Actually, yesterday.
Okay, time out. That's a pause. Two beefy dudes with tank tops.
You don't like two beefy dudes in the hotel room?
No.
You don't like the two beefy dudes in the room? You not feeling
it? Okay. So now that we got to where y'all at.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Chris.
No, I'm reading the chat. The chat says
I can't see the chat.
The chat says 2 men, 1 bed. All right.
Yo, we just got to the hotel room.
Listen, the chat says Bun Brothers. The chat says
don't do that.
Yo, the chat says 2 beefy dudes, 1 hotel room. Yo, the chat says beefcakes. Yo, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Right now, y'all looking like a whole wrestling team.
Yeah,
I am not, like y'all about to come out for the WWE.
Yeah.
Yes, y'all.
Yo, shout out to Lady Rook. We went to the spot yesterday. They picked me up from the hotel. Great Mexican spot, right? Super dope. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, you would know because he's actually training for a bodybuilding competition, so he couldn't eat nothing. I'm out here with the margaritas. I'm out here. I'm like, yeah, baby, dear friends, how we do? You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, all right, he can't eat shit. So then we get back, and then excuse me, language. And then we get back to the to his spot, and they let me crash it because my hotel. Actually, I was supposed to be here. I applied it today, technically. So I'm here a day earlier. But today is a big event. It's a day of the devs. We got a whole bunch of cool stuff that I can't talk about just yet, but on the lookout for a lot of exclusive titles from developers. I think it's like a festival that they do prior to GDC, which is Monday through Thursday. So for that, we were like, yo, it'd be dope if the Rook and Cog could do a workout. But we preach in health as well. We never really do anything like this. And bro, we knocked it out, bro. His gym is official. Knocked that bad boy out. And then, we just got to the hotel now. Then from there, we're going to head out and start hitting coverage. We got tons of interviews, tons of appointments, a lot of cool games. Games I can't talk about that Attic is going to be super excited about. Trust me, there's a lot of stuff. So our schedule is packed from literally every single day after today. So
let me ask you a question. Being that I heard that Microsoft has
kind of workout you guys do.
They're doing
don't worry about how we work.
There's going squats and a rookie squat was spotting them. All right, anyway, so
the tag team name is Diddy's Demolisher.
Put up the chat, look. I gotta see. They do it too much.
I got
the room is packed.
I got a perfect name for them, the Punishers.
You foul for this.
Yo, check it out. Anyway, so I heard Microsoft and Xbox has blocked off a lot of
that heavy cardio.
Listen, zero cardio, heavy lifting. Anyway.
I see it.
So okay. Question. Being that Microsoft has blocked off a lot of time talking to devs, are you in any of those panels that you can actually get that information?
So Wednesday, I can talk about this because this is public information. Wednesday is actually the big day because Jason Ronald comes outside, the future of Xbox Play, and also this is the reason why the Asha thing is so important. Now I'm starting to understand because we talked about some stuff on Lords of Dark, which is unfiltered. Go check out that Lords After Dark we did, y'all. Inside a gaming app, it's fine. But the thing now we get with more context and see they want to get developers on board with how things are going to work with this new console and the future of the Xbox ecosystem from a development standpoint. So 3 meetings. We got Jason Ronald on Wednesday. He's kicking it off for an hour. Then there's also Xbox kind of like Play Anywhere and Play Fab, which is all you got to keep an eye on. PlayFab is big for them. So again, we're showing how these developers are going to be able to get these games on the platform. My curiosity is if they do a single SKU, right, or some form of a thing where Xbox and PC is there. There's a lot of questions that they got to navigate. And from my understanding, the Queen is in the building. So we're gonna see. So she set it off.
Well, her name is Asha the Great. And
Asha the Great. That's what we're doing.
We already had the Queen, and that was Sarah Bond.
So, that was Sarah. We doing two Queens.
I understand you still got a little PlayStation in you, so you don't know how to do different titles. So
the titles got transferable.
Remastered stuff. So
you can't tell what man what.
Well, you gonna sit down, and be quiet. Anyway, so back because we only got limited time with the beefy.
Yeah, a little time.
All right, so limited time. But my questions to you, based upon GDC, right?
Yeah.
Based upon GDC, was there any, if you can say it, was there anything that popped up on your itinerary with any manufacturers that will lead us to believe if it's just OEM? Or would there be just dedicated console? Because that's the biggest question that we have going on right now.
Yeah, because these are on the line for the record.
Like, listen. I need to know when you find out that you lost. I'm trying to figure that out.
Her name is Asha for a reason. Because when you give me your knees, they're going to be ashy. They're going to be ashy knees for Queen Asha. That's how we do it for you. Just so we know.
First, you know this very well. We don't use Vaseline, fast absorbing, right? All right. So 3-in-1 for men. This is for the men. This is for the men.
3-in-1.
Yeah, 3-in-1. 3-in-1.
So as far as I know, there are other manufacturers here.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Now the question is, what are these manufacturers here for? All I can say for now is they are ready to showcase things, you know what I'm saying? But I can't comment on whether or not, actually, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, as far as what these things are. A lot of behind closed doors, events and stuff like that. So we're going to get by Wednesday, I have a better, clearer understanding of what the plan is. But ton of games.
Right.
Ton of debut behind the scenes, their first time announcement type stuff. I'm super excited for. Addict is like 3 joints for you. Crazy solve.
So one last question. I just need to go, and then I'll just let the rest of the guys take it. What is your footwear like out there? Like, so did you go comfortable Crocs, cog style, or we doing what are we doing? Business casual? Yeah. What are we doing? Or we doing Diddy style hard bottoms?
We're not doing Diddy style hard bottom anything. That's a sponsor. Yeah, we keep it in, the Air Max and the trainers. You know how we do it. Keep it comfortable. Because as Addict knows, when you wear Crocs too long, your feet give out. As we learned in Tokyo,
it can mess with you pretty bad. and King knows too, because he stopped wearing them too.
Exactly. He betrayed his own cause, y'all. Just for the record.
But don't get me wrong, they're mad comfortable. But with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
I've never walked 44,000 miles. My check engine light pop very easy.
Remember the steps?
Yeah, 44,000 steps. I said 44,000 miles. 44,000 steps. My check engine light popped. I was like, "Oh, we got to change the tires."
I knew we would finish when we got to the Chiba station, and then we realized the walk from the Chiba all the way to the actual registration and the actual convention. I was like.
Yeah, sick. It was sick.
And then we get it, and people don't understand the convention from Tokyo Game Show. Like, these are like 3 or 4 airplane hangar size level things. And then when me and Addict went to go see the Planet Alana devs, remember Genki showed us Addict a whole nother area. Bro, that place is humongous, no doubt.
That's why I know why people out there is not fat.
Yes.
They walk all over the place.
You're going to get them. You're going to break every step record. You're going to be doing cardio that you've never done before. Your phone is going to tell you your steps like, oh my God, you're killing it.
Yeah, you are the man. Sure. Yeah, so I do appreciate what you're doing right now. So everybody else here got their questions. I know I chewed up his time, but he popped in there like Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage sitting on the side over there. The Rookster is in the building.
Say what's up, bro?
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Yo, and every time you turn
I'm putting up our workout right now.
Yeah, we putting it out live. We putting out the workout live. Let people know, help us out. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Beefcake madness.
Don't do that. So, Addict, your questions before I head out?
No, I mean, look, you jumping in on Project Helix, so I just want to know what obviously we said what we had to say on Lords After Dark, right? But this is the Sunday version, the Lord's Day version. So tell us what you're thinking about what Asha had to say. Project Helix, obviously, hopefully you will get more details that you will not probably be able to talk about that even when you come back. But tell us what you think about this announcement, like confirming the hybrid console, confirming the power narrative, and just confirming once again that hey, the Xbox console is going to be a thing.
Yeah, no, powerful statement. Oh, by the way, those are your sirens. Those are not San Francisco.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Just want to be clear.
No,
but
there's no church on Sunday in the Bronx.
Bronx is burning today, like every Sunday.
No, look, powerful statement. At the end of the day, when she first made her initial statement, we were like, wow, these are really strong terms. Renegade Xbox, returning back to the essence of what it means to be Xbox. And she did at that time say, look, I'm going to have more to talk about the console soon. We didn't anticipate that soon. So in my opinion, this could have been served for Xbox showcase. She could have came out on stage. She could have said, hey, the future of Xbox is Helix. You do your little vignette with this is a monster, it eats babies, and we would have been all good. The fact that she did that
we
now.
don't see these babies in this climate right now. The climate is crazy. Babies.
She did that early. So to me, this is a good set off. First of all, it's a symbolic statement for the Xbox console person who is concerned. Like, are they going to commit? We've got the commitment. Now, people could argue about semantics all they want as far as it's a PC and it's a console. The fact that it plays Xbox console games and most likely will have your back-and-pat library or your digital library is what people are concerned about, because that's the separation from an ROG Ally, Xbox Ally X. Is the fact that, yes, if you don't have Play Anywhere, you can't bring your library. So that's a big thing. And I think just in general, I think it sets off the tone. Now, the question becomes, how much if this plan was already in place by Phil and past regime, and she's just kind of parroting what was already in place. But the other thing is, I do think she's off to a good start from a messaging standpoint. The key, and me and Attic have always talked about it, is going to be with everything she said, it's going to be under a magnifying glass. And everything is any receipt that she does not follow through with, people are going to pull it up in 4K. But she's off to a fantastic start. Obviously, I'm Team Phil and past regime, but I have to give her that benefit of the doubt to see what she could do and be objective. So far, so good. What's your question, Gary?
One question. Knowing that she didn't have to put it out on Marathon Day, and the reason why us console warriors are actually stoked and absolutely crazy with it right now. We are in a whole different fever pitch right now, based upon looks like it's a warlike regime. It looks like she's taking no prisoners and she's kicking babies in the head. I'm just trying to figure out right now. Did you get that sense of that she's out here ready to smack people?
Did you sense that she's kicking babies?
Did you sense that she's console warring to appease to the console warring base?
I mean, being that she followed me, right, and I'm just the biggest console warrior there is. Do you think that by proxy she's just letting me know that I'm about all that smoke too?
All right, I will say this. I will give you this.
Thank you.
The past regime, based on Phil's classiness, his respect for the industry, would have probably said, this is Marathon's launch day, and he's a Bungie fan. So he would have probably saved this announcement on another day. I will give you that. The fact that, again, someone who comes in with not the gaming sensibilities or just an objective, approach that doesn't care about that, who maybe just care about for a console warrior, that could be looked as a positive as far as we care about our brand. We don't really care about what you're doing, and we're going to announce our things, whatever. So it's early. I'm not willing to give that distinction yet. You know what I need to see? I need to see a pattern of it. I need to see like a second announcement that does. Then I will line up with you, Kay, like, oh, she about business. She really don't care about what other ones do. Because we have to admit the past regime was a bit more kumbaya. We care about the industry. Hey, Nintendo.
To maybe the detriment of the brand.
I mean, you know how I feel, and I've been on record. I never really liked this is an Xbox, the aggressiveness of it. I understood what they were trying to do, and we know the future users could be cloud and mobile. My whole thing is don't disrespect the people who got you here, because you're the third place brand, and these people with you during dark times. So to sit there and tell that person, we don't need you, we don't need that thing that you got us there for, can be viewed as disrespect. So yeah, look, I like so far what she's doing. We're gonna learn so much, and we're gonna learn quickly, y'all. This is not gonna take long. We're gonna learn within the next couple of months what this new regime is. And my prediction, though, is this: year 2, think of it like a sports franchise. I use the Buccaneers reference all the time. Tony Dungy, you say it's Phil Spencer. He helped change the culture of a losing franchise that was going to be extinct, so to speak. Then sometimes you need a person that takes it over the hump, like a John Gruden, who can actually win the championship, who may not have the same sensibilities, but has the talent that was already in place and takes it to the next level. We're going to learn very quickly about her, and I'm willing to be open-minded to see what she does in that respect. So that's where I'm at with it, man. I will say this, we said it before, a little bit of some of this after all. This is an exciting time for Xbox because this is the most unpredictable timeline. And there's so many factors. Is Satya in trouble? Because technically, he changed the staff. So if you change the staff, the responsibility falls on you. And we do know the brand, from a brand standpoint, Xbox right now was in the tank. And they need to do some things to instill confidence back in the brand. Because there's so much damage with the past marketing. And then the last thing is, a lot of people felt, hey, you were on the cusp of greatness. You had ABK. You have all the games. Just let it play out. That was the talk, right? What does that look like? Now, is the genie out of the bottle? Is it too late? There's so many questions, man. So it's been exciting just to see what's going on. Attic, what you got for me?
It comes down to I gotta see, people in the chat said, Attic, you don't care. Well, when have I ever showed like emotion towards most of anything that's not like the actual brands that I like to play, like Fable or something? Like, look, my thing when it comes to Xbox is I've always felt like they can do better. They have a backing like Microsoft. They have very legendary, a lot of legacy in terms of IPs. I've always been more of like rooting for the underdog, and not necessarily about what is like console war, quote unquote. Now do I bicker with King back and forth as a joke? Yeah, but like my mic's low. Can you guys not hear me?
No, you good.
No, we're fine.
You good.
But I mean, I play on Xbox frequently. I play on PC. But here's the thing: like, I've never been the type to be like, I'm not going to play a game because it's not on Xbox. Like, I bought a PlayStation day one because I knew I would have to play stuff like Final Fantasy on there. So it's like that's never been my prerogative. I always felt like the Xbox brand could do better.
Right.
Now, as far as like what she's doing, I don't know. Like, we'll have to see, because at the end of the day, like, she could talk a lot of game, but the problem is you can have the best layout plan. Is it going to work?
Right.
All right. So my last question for you, Cog, since I know that your time is supremely limited.
Yeah, we gotta hit it.
How are you just gonna break up my?
Because you didn't answer no question.
Now we're done with you, Attic.
Yeah, you ain't answering no question. How big is that place? I've never seen GDC. How huge is the place compared to the places?
So remember, technically, this is the pre-event. The Day of the Dev is a festival, which is a pre-event before GDC. GDC is the best Sony theater. So I have no scope, no proof of concept of how big whatever I'm going to get to come Monday. Monday is when I'm going to learn the scope of this thing. All I know it's got to be huge because there are literally workshops and events that have concurrent timelines. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's one thing where it's like, okay, the Expedition 33 people are doing this and this company's doing this all in the same block. So you got to pick and choose what you're going to attend.
So it's better for us next year for all of us to go so we can all spread out and hit different things at the same time.
And I got to shout out Rook. Again, Longnet in the building. I got to shout out Sube because we're going to be attacking a lot of these things together as a team to see what we can do. But yeah, IOP for sure. This is not a single person. It's no way. My calendar literally is booked. Every single hour. There's things I just couldn't fit. I was like, damn, there's no way I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's that humongous, and the amount of actual agendas and scheduling is huge.
There's like 8 to 10 different events
at the same time. Yeah, 8 to 10 events at the same time. We're like, bro, this is crazy. You gotta pick and choose. And then they got awards. They got a lot of stuff too. After events, it's a movie out here. But a lot of devs have reached out.
Don't burn yourself out, bro. Don't burn
what you did?
I said, don't burn yourself out.
Yeah, no, I'm trying not to. The key was I told Brooke, I was like, bro, you get like one gym day, that's gonna be the day. Because after that, we hitting the ground running. And he gonna see. So we giving him the school, so we put him in a college course with camera and GoPro and boom mic. You know what I'm saying? We getting them warmed up for that, and then Subeg will be there on Tuesday, and we'll really rock out. But I'm excited. I'm really excited for Wednesday, especially from an Xbox perspective, to see the future of play, to see how they attack this thing. I'm really excited. We get the console. Helix, ENA, the whole synergy of it, how they manage. Oh, last question they got to ask too is though, we do have to talk about the storefront aspect, right? Because that is a big question. How do they handle it when you have a Steam on your platform? Do you allow these other storefronts to have? Because it does seem like PlayStation is putting a line in the sand with Steam as the ops, as far as their potential decision making. So how does Xbox react? Do they still play nice? There's a lot of questions because of the Asha situation. It's a new regime. Does she follow her own playbook? This is exciting. We're gonna see. We're gonna learn a lot, man.
Yeah, King. Apparently now he doesn't believe Jason Schreier. Just so you know.
I never did.
Yeah, Mr.
I mean, I never
believe Mr. 98% right.
Listen. No.
The real 98% right.
Well, I mean, I know you'll support somebody else other than in person.
Don't
other
do
than
that.
I'm going to do that. But
Don't do that.
other than until Sony comes out and says it, then I'll believe it.
All right.
But,
in your defense, King, Sony has not made an official statement.
Exactly.
In your defense, King, the live service initiative is not revoked. So they're still on PC, right?
No game I saw that said that was coming out has been canceled.
And I watched Xbox Frontline, and in your defense, they still putting out a speaker.
Thank you for supporting me.
Yeah, of course. I got you. I don't know about the other laws. I don't know about
all the time.
I guess the dude that makes all your thumbnails and
let me know when.
That's not support. I got you.
Addict, let me know when Jason Schreier goes into your chat and gives you a thumb up and share your stuff out.
I guess me doing all that don't matter. I got you.
Back to the beefy twins.
Shout out to Addict in the thumbnail. Shout out to Addict supporting the channel. But at the end of the day, look, I get it. Your stance is they're still making PC peripherals and products and supporting PC. So you're looking at the actions. Yeah. And to your point, Jason Schreier's reporting did say, as of now, there was no Soros or Wolverine port. Things could change, and he did say that. He didn't make definitive statements, so I'll give you that for now.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, I said I appreciate it.
No, of course. I listen to Frontline News. I know how the console. I tap into the console warrior streets to see what's going on.
Yo, you know who else does that? Asha the Great.
Well, I mean, she does follow you on social.
She ain't following for no reason.
She doesn't follow us. She follows the kid.
And she knows that I am a console warrior.
Yeah. So did you send the word for her to drop on Marathon Day to let them know to run it up on them bums?
The wildest thing is when she did it, I said thank you.
I got it. You do it too much. You do it too much.
I said thank you because now I know you like to fight. Thank you. Like this is you know what
kumbaya.
Yo, it's very hard following leaders that's out here shaking hands with the ops. You've seen them.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And I'm just sitting there like, I gotta follow the rules.
Don't do that to the dominants like that. The grave ain't even fresh.
Listen.
Look at you.
I gotta follow the rules. But when they switched it up, they was like, yo, drop on their head. I said, back, baby. We back, baby. I say, yo, and nothing feel better than this. Nothing feel better.
Oh, we just got the word. Look, Subeg just got the word. He can come tomorrow. So we got Subeg for Monday. So it's gonna be lit. But look, I do got a boogie. I got to bounce. We got to hit some appointments late this afternoon. Change up. Get these interviews, you know what I'm saying? But I had to support the team.
Top and the muscles out.
We're not coming like we're not doing this at GDC.
Don't go in there talking about looking like Johnny Bravo.
Excuse me, can you tell me what game is this? Excuse me. To the left.
Holding the controller, saying, listen. What I feel about this. All my condomaniacs.
Cog will be up there, be like, I have an appointment.
I got an appointment over there. Could you tell me which direction?
I want all my condomaniacs to make sure that you tap into a Slim Jim.
I love y'all.
Hold up, don't leave yet.
Oh, what you got?
He wants us to read his super chat while you.
Oh Lord, then just this age. You want me to read it or you'll read it?
Yeah, you can read it.
Its font is low, but it looks like hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. Xbox giving the so many free games on Game Pass. It makes buying Project Helix easier. PlayStation fans have tight budgets buying what we get for free. You messy, Sage. You messy. Blessings, man. Anything else we good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Love y'all. Hold it down. And I'll be giving y'all all the bars, man. Miss y'all. Love y'all for real.
Be safe.
You already know.
Biggest question is, do we wait for Cog to do his road to Germany?
To get him locked in, to put him in his little
we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. Do we do it without Cog? Or
all right, so here's the question, right? The question is, we won't show the suit?
Cognito wrong. And
Hold on.
road
beef suit
without him. He ain't gonna like that though. Okay.
So this is the costume that we're trying to get Cog in for his road to Cologne.
Great AB.
So that's one of them, and we're gonna have y'all pick it. So that's my pick for it. Do y'all have a pick for your costume that you want Cog in?
I'm okay.
Yes to this.
Let him dress up as a chocolate shake. That's what I want.
Oh, that is wow, crazy.
That is wow.
I don't even know what that come from, but okay.
Let him dress up as a chocolate shake or a thing of fries.
Let me see if they got a chocolate shake costume. They don't. They got just a Oompa Loompa. Let me see a thing.
So what's that Cog in a tutu?
I'm not putting my man in a tutu, bro. Sorry.
French I don't know how to look. Just tell me what's needed and I'll find it. Yeah.
No, just keep going. Just keep doing the podcast. It's fine.
Just keep doing the podcast while you're not.
All right. So here's a
King.
French fries. Here's a French fries costume. All right, because they don't have no chocolate shake costume. So here's a French fries costume. We got that one. And we got I think that one's the best looking one. Okay, you got this one. That looks kind of funny.
Oh, it is kind of crazy. People just continue with the podcast, though.
They do have an Oompa Loompa.
You saw the Oompa Loompa roll, right?
We have a milkshake costume. It isn't necessarily a male costume, but it is a milkshake.
Yeah, I didn't like how that looked.
Chill. With the chocolate chip cookie on top. I like that. So yeah, so I mean we heard what Cog feels on Project Helix, right? And he's obviously like positive on it, wants to see what it is, obviously gonna get an opportunity to kind of hear a little bit more about that in the coming days. So yeah, we'll see. Same with Addict. So King's take on this is he's back. Let's just say he's back, right? So King, talk to us a little bit about what you feel about the announcement of Project Helix, the PC console hybrid, the power narrative, the fact that, yes, in your words, she came out on Marathon Day. What do you feel? What's going through your mind right now?
Well, I can say this, right? One, she didn't say anything that we didn't know already.
Yeah.
Right? Everything that she said was stuff that we knew. I got to start looking at the timing of when you're saying things.
Mm-hmm.
You could have easily waited till Monday to say that for GDC, but you chose on a day that is very important for Marathon, for Sony. That is a Sony property. That is a Sony title. And she understands as a business person, as the person put in charge, if she's tapped into the community wants to see fight back. They want to see a level of aggression, and they don't want to see the kumbaya crap, right? They don't want to see it. They don't want to have it. In our belief, there's no place for it because it's not reciprocated, right? So what we expect is to give the same energy that they give us. They don't say good one when we got a good game. They don't say, oh, fantastic launch. They don't say none of that stuff. We don't want to see any of our CEOs doing that either. And when we drop a game or we drop information, they come right around and they drop on top of our head. Well, she went and she dropped that information on a day that was supposed to be wholly, completely about Marathon and trying to survive. Well, we noticed that, I don't know, the Spire game is out there beating the brakes off of that Marathon. And the fact that she put this information out, it is tearing up the zeitgeist right now to a point where you have some of the PlayStation detractors trying to come out and put out PlayStation 6 specs. First and foremost being that I'm following the stuff and I report on the stuff, there's no PlayStation 6 specs. So stop trying to figure out something. But there is Magnus specs, now Project Helix specs. Magnus is the chipset. Project Helix is the console. And letting them know that, first of all, it's going to be a powerful premium device. That's stuff that we knew about, but it's going to play PC games. I like the word PC games because they could walk away from putting games on Steam and actually just put games on Windows and make Windows the best place for you to play as far as putting their games on Windows and putting games on their Xbox device, but also having different storefronts there. That's how you still get whatever engagement numbers and data collection that you're going to get while having people patron your storefront, stuff like that. I don't know, it can leverage that way, or if they still have a deep relationship with Gabe, they can still consider releasing their games on Steam. I don't know how it's going to work with that aspect of it, but knowing that your library is safe, knowing going forward that it's going to be the most powerful machine in the streets, and knowing that we do have hardware coming is gratifying. That we thought maybe that they would go in a different direction. No, she's doubling down. She's going forward, and she's being quite aggressive in instances that she didn't need to be aggressive in. And I appreciate that because it allows us, to be aggressive as well. You're muted.
You're muted.
Why this thing is muting me automatically? Hold on.
No, I'm. You're fine. I'm muting you.
You're muting. I'm like, why are you?
Yeah,
you had the police out there.
Yeah, because the police been wilding where you at.
I
think they're looking for you. That's what I think. Like, because they ain't
that's
found
why
what they looking for. Apparently,
that's why I got the brick wall in the back.
So yeah. Basically, again, I was kind of surprised that they still going the hybrid route because, again, when you think about, like, my thing is, like, are you thinking about what the console space and ecosystem is already, right? And that's my worry, right? It's cool that it's coming out. I'm excited to see what it is, but you're not going to convince anybody but the hardest of the hardcore to purchase a plus $1,000 machine. It's going to be very hard to make this a mass market product, right? We've heard rumblings that maybe the portable is back on the table or something like that as well, right? So my thing is this, right? It's all great that she's saying this stuff, but when we talk about the logistics of it, how does that look out in the market? How do you think a hybrid PC/console is going to fare if you're planning to sell it for $1,000 or more, right? That's my only thing. Apart from that, I love the fact that the people who thought, like, that the direction that the previous regime was heading in was not what they wanted to see. They didn't like the whole everything is an Xbox thing. Even though she still kind of said the same thing, like they will be on multiple platforms, right? That she's still pushing the ecosystem, if not Game Pass necessarily. So I think, again, all it did was beg more questions. But at the same time, she didn't say something like, oh, we're done, right? Like, she didn't come up and like, this is going to be the last one. Enjoy it while you can or whatever, So I completely sort of, I'm interested. And it's piqued my interest as to how Xbox is going to move forward. because again, like seeing this hybrid thing come out is something that's never been done before, right? So Microsoft is known for doing stuff like that. The original Xbox, like when she talks about Renegade Spirit, that's what the original Xbox was. They put a hard drive in the machine. They put an Ethernet port in the machine, right? Things that maybe the Sega and the Dreamcast kind of started touching upon, but they really went all the way with it and were like, this is the way. And they took a big risk with that. And overall it panned out because the entire industry jumped on board with that, right? So they're not new to taking risks. But this is one where it's kind of never been done, right? It's Steam tried to do it and make their way into the living room a decade ago, right, with a machine that was purely Linux, and the base wasn't having that. They're like, no, we're not. Well, the devs weren't having it. They weren't building separate Linux versions of these games. So now they're coming into the market with something that looks more like a console, like, at some point. That's kind of a translation layer for Windows, and all of a sudden now we're looking at a scenario that looks more like the beginning of the generation, where we just have distinct ecosystems fighting for a piece of the pie. So that's cool to see too, right? What that means, I know Attic was talking about exclusives and stuff like that. On one end, I see it as like, if you're going back to console, like the console is a thing, it would maybe behoove you to think about some sort of exclusivity, 6 months, a year, whatever the case may be, for your games, and then push them out to other platforms, right? If you're really serious about moving people to your platform and to your machine. But at the same time, if it is a PC console hybrid, that is essentially a PC underneath, well, a PC is the most powerful, the most expensive sort of game machine out there that doesn't have exclusives necessarily, right? So it falls into that. It falls into both camps, right? So it's just going to be a matter of which camp they want to push more.
The thing with that, though, is the reason it works for Steam is because, let's be honest, Steam has no competition on PC. Do they have competition by the letter of the law? Yes. But they don't have competition at the same time.
Yeah.
But Steam doesn't have a competitor like PlayStation in the market. They don't have a competitor like Nintendo in the market.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're competing with these entities, and that's why I do agree with King to a degree when it comes we tired of the concept where it's like you kissing babies and stuff, playing, because your competitors aren't playing nice. They got no problem taking your games and ripping games away from your fan base, your audience. PlayStation continues to try to do it even after Xbox put the surrendered the flag. So it's just like, at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for your ecosystem and for what's going to sell your hardware. Mm-hmm. Now, people can sit there and I said from the start, ripping off exclusives was not a good thing. I never liked it, because I always there's look where they set, there were some quarters where they were doing better than the Xbox One generation. I think the quarter before they announced the thing, it was like a 4% increase in hardware. Since they announced the business meeting, they haven't had one quarter that they did anything remotely good.
Yeah.
So it's just look,
I'm sorry. The business update was all downhill after that.
So it's just look, we could sit here and we could try to spin it in all kinds of different ways. In my opinion, if you don't have no form, because people are like, features will not sell hardware. Nintendo has no features, and they outsell everything almost every month.
Yeah.
They don't have achievements. They don't have nothing. The Nintendo store looks like something that you would have played on the before on the Xbox One, not the Xbox One. The original Xbox looked more features than the Nintendo Switch, but they sell well. Why? Because they have experiences that demand you to buy that hardware to get on that, and to the point, they just recently got Party Chat. They did so well in the original Switch era. They had no party chat. Just think about that. Yep. And people are going to sit here and tell me with a straight face that they're going to sell it off of features. No one cares about features. No one does.
They don't.
No one. Xbox, this thing right here has probably the most features out of all the consoles, out of Nintendo, out of PlayStation, and it's doing the worst by far. So it's just
well,
like,
I think they need to start doing exactly what the competition is doing. If it's buying exclusives for a time being, I think they need to do that. I think they need to mirror, and I agree with you, Attic, because you're right.
and it's just like, and that's why like people, Attic, you this about Xbox, that about Xbox, because I'm a consumer on the Xbox ecosystem, watching the people that own the brand give games to a platform that have no problem money hiding and taking games from my platform. They try to do a Crimson Desert. Well, imagine if they would have said yes. Because it's not a matter of PlayStation not willing to do it. It's a matter of the company saying yes. Because that Silent Hill game, that was money added. That's only coming to PlayStation for a certain amount of time. So it's just like, you ain't gonna sit here and try to bully me into thinking that exclusives are bad. Every industry in the world has exclusives. Every one of them. I don't go to Netflix trying to watch The Boys. I know I got to get that on Prime. So like, people ain't gonna sit here and convince me that all of a sudden exclusives are bad. Every industry is doing exclusives. Their own industries do it, and I don't mind them trying to like reinvent the wheel, because Xbox, like you said, Saul, they've done it very well through decades of doing it. Here's the thing: they also try to reinvent the wheel with the Xbox One. Everything's on, that blew up in their face.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's a line that you can't cross trying to reinvent the wheel. And in my personal opinion, I have no clue how you're going to make money having Steam available on your hybrid thing. I don't know. Maybe they have some kind of monetization value that I'm unaware of. Maybe they've worked out something with Steam. But it's just like, a lot of the times, Steam's got better sales going on. Steam's got a better... they got better sales. They have a better refund policy.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, if you give people like have this like conception that like no one's going to go to the Steam app on it, I think you're bugging.
Yeah, I think
I go to Steam app on mine all the time. Actually, I don't even use my Steam Deck anymore.
Now maybe I'm wrong. It's like I said, maybe there is some form of...
I got to sell that thing.
Maybe there's some form of like a monetary system that they're going to put in place. But like I said, you can have the best stuff on the table. Doesn't mean it's going to work. And when
I just got a great idea.
And when you offer everyone all of these options, you take it away from your options. And the fact that you're going to let people just walk all over there and buy stuff on Steam, I find it hard to believe that maybe not at the beginning, but a lot of the times I'll be looking at these Steam sales especially since I'll be doing more Steam here lately.
He hit me up and he was like, "Yo, I got that thing for $3,
$3, and it was $20 on Xbox."
Yeah,
so it's just 100%. Like even the best sales on Xbox, they have good sales, but it's not like Steam. And I'm worried because people, they come at me. I worry about the ecosystem. Damn your feelings. And
I feel you.
The way this business has always worked is getting you in the hardware and making money off everything you do on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
And if that back end is gone, that's my opinion. That's happened. They did these they did these exclusive thing, and then what's ended up happening is you've had this scenario now where there's been a back burner, where it's like you've offered people to go to PlayStation to play games, to go to Switch to play games. Now, less people are playing on their hardware, spending money. And when you're making money on PlayStation, you're not making... This is coming down. This is not going up. So when this is going down, they're not meeting in the middle. They're not surpassing what they were making.
Yep.
And what's funny is we come on this podcast all the time, and we say exclusives doesn't make... They're not on the top 10 of every year. Third-party stuff. PlayStation, so I disagree with King, and he's okay to I get it. Wait till PlayStation says it. PlayStation's pulling out of PC because at the end of the day, they don't care about that God of War sale. They care about that Resident Evil Requiem that just sold 3-4 million on their platform.
Right.
I believe you.
Because they
and
make
when
more
they said,
money off
I
that
agree with you.
game than they make more money off of the game they sold.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're the number one platform, right, you do have the benefit of the likelihood of third party selling best on your platform, right? In addition to whatever your first party stuff is doing.
There's a reason they do marketing deals,
right?
They want that to be.
That's why my damn sound is down at 17.
So it's just
I hate this app.
And what the funny thing is, like, I'm not going to sit here and like try to tell people that I know for a fact it's going to work, because I don't. I generally don't know if it's going to work. But once again, I like, yo, what we doing? No exclusives? How you gonna sell hardware? Oh, Addict, they ain't gonna lose any of the people on it. What happened? I said, yo, if we sell less hardware, companies are gonna start missing the Xbox platform returns to their game because they don't see the value in porting to the platform. Now, they did decent so far, but a lot of games have been doing it. And the problem is like these Square Enix things, don't think that has nothing to do with Microsoft not helping with ports or helping with marketing. Once that funding is cut off, do you think Square Enix is going to actively port to the platform? I'm very, very down the middle on that one.
Yeah. So
at the end of the day, it comes down to what they feel is worth their money, what they feel is worth their time.
So the scenario you're presenting, right? If you're saying you don't necessarily see the value in having Steam on the platform, right? Is it closing off
for me as a consumer.
as a game, right? But the value for them in terms of having their own versions of these games, right? So do you see a world where it's possible that they close off from Steam, or at least for a time period, let's say 6 months to a year, and the games will only be available as Xbox versions or Xbox Play Anywhere versions, where it's the Xbox PC version and the console version, and that's it for X amount of time?
I don't think that works either, because you bought Resident Evil Requiem, correct, on Steam?
Yes, I have it on Steam.
And IOP got King and Cog one. Did you pay more or less for theirs?
More.
Why is that, Cog? Saw? Why did you pay more for the other one?
I mean, it's just Steam. I can't say why Steam. The PC versions are generally
other websites
$10 cheaper.
Give you. That's my point. And people may not know that now that play console, but you start offering a third party. Yo, man, why'd you buy that on the store, man? You can literally, if you can get the Steam version, you might as well get it cheaper on the internet. And then you're going to slowly, once again, you're going to see the people that were on Xbox and the people that didn't use Steam is down, and they make less money as this number goes up.
Yeah.
It just the math don't be mathing. Like I said, maybe there's some things that I don't know about, but offering people to go to a completely different store, and not to mention that's Steam. They talking about what Epic Game Store, which obviously ain't nobody really gonna buy games on there to that degree. But my point is I just don't see the long-term effect of making money. And at the end of the day, we can sit here and say, we can talk about the consumer as a consumer all we want. That's cool. I care about the longevity and the health of the ecosystem. And I could talk about both because I'm a consumer and I cover the industry. I could talk about both on the way that the industry normally makes money in this matter. How is it going to make money offering it to another store unless you offer better deals?
Yeah.
And that could be, but once again, why even put yourself in that position? Because your competitors aren't doing that.
Yeah, it's there are a lot of questions, right? I think this, again, it creates more questions than it answers, right? But that's kind of the point, right? Just she's putting that out there, making sure that there's certain points that she's clear on, right? So that stuff isn't speculation anymore. It's out there, right? She said it. And then now we start getting the trickling in of the details, right? Of what this is and what it becomes. So, yeah, if you're somebody...
Real quick, Machine said, no, Attic, you can get keys on third-party stores and sites for Xbox. So how often are these deals what it is on Steam? Let's be honest here. You looked them up when you tried.
I've found, but at the same time, a lot of times when you go in, the PC, like say you're trying to do it around launch, right? You'll definitely find the PC versions, right? If that particular publisher,
every time.
Yeah, it's Steam 99% of the time. If that publisher has their own launcher, maybe you'll have that launcher version. But I find that oftentimes there's scarcity when it comes to console versions of that game. You will see more Xbox versions than PlayStation. It's very rare you will see a code from a third-party seller for a PlayStation game. Pretty much anywhere at launch. You may get some later on, a couple weeks down the line or whatever. But Xbox,
you get them at launch for Steam half the time.
More often than not, you will have Steam versions, right? More than anything, even like I said, even more than a specific launcher. If that publisher has a launcher or whatever, or Epic, you won't necessarily get an Epic code either. It'll be Steam stuff, right? So. At least the ones that I frequent. There are other ones that seem a little more shicey to me that I don't frequent. I don't do that. But again, they may be there. But a lot of those you look at, they do some effed up stuff. Like they're selling people, they're selling accounts in order to get access to a game and stuff like that, like weird stuff like that. So, but you can get Xbox ones, but it's not even close to the frequency that you would get
Smooth
PC ones.
Requiem for like $10-15 cheaper than it was on console.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. Like, it might not be an issue at launch, but the longer time goes by and people say, yo, why are you doing this when you can go to the store and buy $10-15 cheaper? As a consumer, you're stupid not to do it.
Yeah, for sure. But again, if you want to be in that ecosystem, you're gonna pay that tax on it. But yeah, all of this means there's just a lot more questions to answer. And again, I see this as a year where we're going to start getting all the trickling out of that. Probably leading up to like we got with the Series X and the Series S or Series X, maybe a reveal of the actual machine itself at the Game Awards or something like that. So we'll see. Again, very interesting stuff. Asha saying all the right things to make Xbox fans at least hopeful for what the next generation is going to look like. So that's an awesome thing to see, right? You don't never want somebody to come in and be like, I'm taking over and it start shutting stuff down and which was some speculation that we saw the moment she took over, right? So that's awesome. We'll see where it goes. All right, let's get these super chats and then move on to the next topic. We have a few COG ones. Not feeling the.
You guys are ridiculous. I'm looking at some of these.
Hold on. All right, we got Day Reezy, $2 super chat. We got exposed beef on ILP before GTA 6.
Hey yo.
And we got Day Reezy again, $2 super chat. Lord of the Beefy, one beef to rule them all. Then we have Sunjutsu Sage, $10 super chat. Cog read this one. We read this one already. Shout out to Sage. Then we got Robo Toko Topos with the 10-pound Euro chat, super chat, not Euro chat. The FUD right now is nuts. Kids want PC, Xbox building a console for where the industry is going. All Asha needs to do is stop Sony from money-hatting third parties. The war is won and lost on third party. A lot of that is true. I mean, a lot of times we talk about the impact of exclusives and first party. And one thing I've always, selling 10 million copies of anything is nothing to sneeze at, right? The question I always pose is, if you have 100 million of those consoles out there, why only 10, right? Why is that the case, right? Why does it not get past that sort of hardcore level and finds it hard to permeate into the more casual player? Well, the more casual player got your machine to play Fortnite, to play Apex, to play, whatever, Marvel Rivals.
But the thing is, though, is like the money is the third party.
It is the third party.
Like, if you don't go after it, what do you really?
I mean, I think Phil and them. Remember when Phil walked away from that money hat and stuff and all that other stuff?
Yeah.
What if Asha is on that? Nah, we about that life too.
We about that life, yeah. Who knows? And again,
start to lock up stuff and start to really give out that money, because they do have money to spend.
Yeah.
And instead of buying studios, now that you got all these studios, start money hatting these games, not just to put them on on Game Pass. This is the thing. You can money hat all the games you want. Just money hat some games. Don't put them inside Game Pass. but put them on your platform.
Sell them games, yeah. Sell them games.
So put them for that, and
thing.
then put your games inside Game Pass, or however you work Game Pass. But Game Pass needs to be reworked if you're going to start money hatting in a way that you get those games on your platform, but you got to make it make sense. So sell them on your platform. Have your Game Pass thing happen. Have a deal with them that after that exclusive deal goes up, then those games hit Game Pass. That makes, and it devalues it going to the PlayStation, because PlayStation does that as well. You can, once they deal runs out and that game is going to like Xbox, that game shows up in PlayStation Plus. Yeah. So they did it with Silent Hill. So that's how you need to work out your money hat. Look at what's working for them. And I think this is where Asha would be good at. Asha would be good at, she's not emotionally tied to Shohei. She's not emotionally tied to Hiroki or whoever.
You got a point there.
Right? So
she could actually be competitive and not feel like she's stepping on people she knows personally.
Exactly. You're so detached from the situation that this situation doesn't mean anything to you. So listen, this business is cutthroat.
She can pull the, it's just business.
I mean, my personal feeling on it, right? Removing the consumer part out of it is you look, I think Game Pass would be great as a legacy subscription service. Like King said, when things are past that zeitgeist moment, that point of sale, when you know you're not making that money on it, just throw it in the Game Pass and it's there, and you'll forever make latent income on it, right? But it won't be dependent. You're not worrying about how many sales it had. I firmly believe they need to get day and date out of Game Pass in order to really like make this work. I think if that is where they're going, right?
Well, day and date, I don't think so. I think that you keep that in your ultimate tier, because if you're going to look at the ultimate tier at that price point, then that needs to be there. You already removed day and date out of all other tiers, so it's not a thing.
Do you increase the price again for day and date?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you keep that $30 price tag, right? But what you do is, if you money hat the stuff, like I said, you can put those games into your ecosystem, but not inside Game Pass. Yeah. And when after you get past that 6 to 8 months of exclusives, like let's say that Kenna game that PlayStation decided to money hat, right? That Kenna game, once that Kenna game is out of the exclusive window, that game is going to end up inside PlayStation Plus. So this is how you work it. You get your exclusive games, and then after it gets out of that exclusive cycle, you put it inside Game Pass. And then you still work on indie titles going day and date inside Game Pass, like that Minishoot and that stuff like that I was playing. And you do have your first-party titles that actually hit Game Pass at day and date on your higher tier. And if you want a lower tier, you just got to wait for it. But I that's how I would see it done. Other than that, to actually work it in that manner, they do need to be aggressive in getting these marketing deals. Attic had said something a long time ago that really resonated with me, based upon marketing deals can give the illusion of exclusivity. Yeah. And that's the only place that you can play these games. And I said, well, let's see how it goes with Call of Duty. For that first year, PlayStation still had the marketing rights of Call of Duty, and it was still moving in a manner that it was exclusive over there. Yeah, and they were still having, because
the perception, absolutely, the perception. And when Xbox did it, they got ripped for it, right? Rise of the Tomb Raider, right? Rise of the Tomb Raider was like, oh my God, you stole this game that was everywhere before, and it's like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Again, a lot of interesting scenarios that can play out here.
It just comes down to, are you really trying to compete, or are you just saying that?
You're just saying that.
Because at the end of the day, you can't hold hands. You just can't. You can't, our games are your games. Because then guess what? It'd be different if PlayStation's like, okay, we good. Nintendo's like, okay, we good. Both companies are still money hatting. Both companies are still very serious about taking you out of the business, especially PlayStation. Because if PlayStation wasn't, Kenna would be going to multi-plat right now. If PlayStation wasn't, Marvel Token would be going to Xbox right now. But none of those are, because they are still serious. They're not happy until that Xbox is not in your room.
Yeah, I think that's why they were happy to take their games. but only up to a certain point. And because it was always, and I always thought like, hey, these guys are waving the white flag. Xbox is waving the white flag. Why are you still playing defense a little bit? And now you see why. Because it's like, as long as you still telling me you have a console in the mix, but you're saying you want to put your games everywhere, those two things don't necessarily go together.
And the funny thing is we've seen it over and over again. PlayStation is we'll talk here in a minute.
Rumor that down again.
Yeah, now it's crazy though. I hear
you have to push the in the settings in the audio. There's automatically adjust your mic. It's just like the same thing. Just take that off.
Yeah, take that off.
Yeah, just at the end of the day, like PlayStation is potentially pulling out of the PC market.
Yeah.
But guess what? They're not pulling their games as a service.
Yeah.
Marvel Token's still going in there. Like they still have games as a service games going in there. None of those games are on Xbox besides Helldivers.
Yeah.
So it's just like they don't care. And theoretically, King, Marvel Token should be on Xbox. It is a fighter. It's a games as a service. It makes every sense to play.
You know why I'm so messed up over that game not being everywhere. First of all, Fight Night Fridays. That's one. Second, it's a Marvel game, and I'm definitely going to play it. Right? It's the fact that their ecosystem. I don't know what their net code and everything is going to look like. I don't know what their lobbies are going to look like. I don't know what everything is going to look like. I don't think they're going to be using industry standards when it comes to it. But it's going to segment the group, and then it's going to look like something fragmented when it comes to Fight Night Fridays. From a position, from a business owner standpoint, right? I'm looking at business sense. That's dumb. Because I need that game to be everywhere to include everybody, because I play with everyone. I want everyone to be included. Now, what you've just done is you just take a large group of my base and push them over to the side and said that you can't participate in this game unless you have this or that. And that fundamentally in a fighting game niche actually works against my agenda. So 9 times out of 10, you won't see Marvel Token on Fight Night Fridays, because I have to make a calculated decision based upon the metrics of who's available that actually plays and comes through. So again, my fan base is largely Xbox with PlayStation guys in there with some PC guys mixed inside. What you did was you alienated a group that would have definitely purchased, definitely highlighted your game, and definitely put your game in the best position to actually continue and win. You have done that out of whatever stupid metrics that you feel is necessary based upon an imaginary war corporately. I think that should fall in line with their live service initiative. But to their credit, I don't believe they have the expertise and the teams to make all those different versions of that game all at one time.
I mean, it's Arc making it, right? So it's Arc is making it. We don't know the reason. I mean, they put out games on multiple platforms that launched before.
It's been money had it. Like and someone says in there, oh, it's the same. It's not money had. It's the same thing as Spider-Man. Spider-Man's money had it. There's a reason Spider-Man's on PC and not Xbox, because PlayStation, it was more comfortable putting that on PC and not Xbox.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. I think I had missed a couple, so I'm gonna roll back a little bit. Let me see. I'll read this one again because I don't remember reading it. JD Gamer, $5 super chat. You want to see exclusives? Asha has money to make them exclusive. Rain, baby, make them third-party exclusives rain. Then we have Black Ronin, $2 super chat. Matt Booty gonna get Asha to buy out everyone. Hashtag no PS6. Then we got Dr. Strangelove, $2 super chat. I saw a bottle of baby oil on the bed, cock.
That's wild.
Then we have Robert Kelly, $2.
You know what someone's gonna do? Someone's gonna screenshot the hell out of that.
Oh my god. Then we got Robert Kelly, $2 super chat. It's double beef. Shout out to RK. Then we have Teddy P, $2 super chat. Ooh, Debo Cox showing the guns. Yes, you got on my drink, yo. Got on my drink. Then we have Lord SWAT once again. Brian Stamil, $5 super chat. What up, Cog? What's your thoughts on Marathon? Will it go the distance or live up to the Concord 3 hype?
I don't think it's going to be a Concord 3, but
No.
as far as like the distance, I don't know about that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's going to.
I think PlayStation will fund that longer than the other two was funded.
DOA. DOA.
But we'll have more details on that next week. Obviously, Cog is playing it, has played it, and
we will have more details on it because Bungie wants everybody to hold back from giving any reviews on the game because they don't have the raid out. Why the hell would you put that type of information to tell people don't give a final review on a game that you put? Don't put out a game until you got the final raid put in place. Don't ask people to do something that you don't want them to do. I'm going to tell you. Nah, we ain't going to play. This is not 86, bro.
Okay, that's cool. You can roll that way. Nothing has stopped you from talking about Marathon. It's not like we haven't said you couldn't talk about Marathon. I understand from like the standpoint of like a Destiny player, like that event could change stuff like it changed the way I felt about Destiny with raids. I don't know if it will, but we'll see because I will try that out. I will play the game eventually, but right now I got a lot of other.
You gonna buy it?
No, I never.
Okay, so I don't know how the hell you gonna try it.
Actually, I had someone offer it to me.
And it wasn't the Iron Bank. That's for sure.
No, it wasn't.
Tell the truth, she ain't the devil.
All right. Then we have Darn Thread with the 20 Swedish krona, aka sex. Looks like Cog is dressed for Diddy.
Yo, my sound went down again, bro. And I put that don't put my sound down.
And we got J Mac, $5 super chat. Please tell Cog to be careful out there in Cali. They be tripping when you got your guns out. Hashtag graybeards. He's in San Francisco. Maybe that's a little.
Yeah, they're not bothering him in San Francisco.
They're not.
He might get harassed in a different way.
And we got Day Razy once again, $2 super chat. We got exposed beef on IOP before. Oh, this is okay. This is what I had read already.
I hate this app, bro. This app is garbage.
I don't know why. It must be Windows doing it because it's not Steam. It's not Stream.
It's not Stream. Yeah. We got JR5 Mike's $10 super chat. The Beefy Twins is wow. Salute from Lord Skew. Shout out to Skew. Then we got Robert Kelly. Okay, Robert Kelly again, $2 super chat. Cog Bravo. Let's go. Yeah, shout out. Long net in the building. Then we have the official Clizzle of 420, $5 super chat. King, are we still holding the line for Xbox? Don't wave the white flag yet. Is it still hashtag no PS6?
Always, bro. What's up with you?
Yeah,
we ain't waving no white flag. We ain't never did that.
He's not putting that flag down until he has a PS6 in his hands.
That's
he ain't stupid for not doing that. Like,
that's some other dudes.
If you could kick the can down the river, you should kick the can down the river.
I don't know why I got to be a river, but.
Then we got BT Maverick, $2 per chat. Can we get Cog in a German Oktoberfest outfit? That is sort of the play.
So this is the question. We got to start putting up these. We got to get this thing done today. It's him.
Yeah.
So what is it? I put on a beefy suit. You want the German Oktoberfest? Let's get that picture. Oktoberfest.
Yeah, the Oktoberfest.
Hold on, because y'all slacking, but it came to me as a hot dog suit.
It was quick. It was quick. Yeah.
Y'all dudes is disrespectful in a way, boy.
Then we have random commenter M3T member for 8 months, Lord Bronze. You can't be kumbaya while a dude is kicking you in the face and telling you they will never be your friend. It just makes you look weak and pathetic. Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
And we got JD Gamer, $5 super chat. Bigger news might be. What are you? Hold on, let me see what you're putting in the chat. Yeah, why not?
Yep. Wiener schnitzels.
He said leader schnitzels.
So I'll vote for this for Cog. This is my Cog vote.
All right, so that's yours.
Shout out to Back.
I like that one. I like that one. Yeah, I like that one.
Shout out to Back from the Dead because he has a bunch of AI generated art with us in that, and it looks hilarious. The road to Cologne. All right.
Or how about we get Cog in this?
I don't even want to know. That is dirty. What is that? What? So okay, hold up. Oktoberfest beer guy shoulder carry mascot costume. So he's the mascot and he's carrying somebody. That's so dirty.
Yeah. So that's what I think. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I'm changing my beefy thing to this. This is what I want. I'm putting mine. This is mine. That's my vote.
But the thing about it is that you don't see him. He's gonna be all in that costume. It doesn't.
No, he's at the top. His body's at the top. Cog's body is at the top.
What is your?
That's just a costume.
Yeah, your thing popped crazy.
Oh yeah, because I had to put it up. Pause. It keep doing stupidness. See?
All right.
That works. That works. So I'm gonna put that in the chat.
His body's at the top.
Yeah, that's my thing.
And he's dragging the other dude under him. Like, I don't.
Yeah. So technically, he got a little guy holding him.
Yeah.
What we'll do is, Saul, you come up with something while we're doing the podcast, and next week we will vote on it. I mean, we'll do the goal itself.
Yeah, and then we'll do 2 next week. Whoever's next. Oh, let me see. All right.
It's a make wear baby oil.
JD Gamer, we got JD Gamer, $5 super chat. The bigger news might be that PlayStation is both pulling back games from the PC and trying to get the PS6 out as fast as possible, so no long Helix head start. Yep, that is something that Moore's Law is dead, posited as well. So we'll see. We have Sinjutsu Sage, $5 super chat. Something Xbox doesn't get credit for. A big reason they sell less consoles is because Xbox has millions more gamers on PC than PlayStation or Nintendo. I mean, sure, that is a fact. That is a fact. You have Flight 116, $2 super chat. Nintendo lovers love incremental progress. Yeah. They're doing their own thing. Then we have Max Arthe, £5 super chat. Microsoft should stop putting games on Steam and keep them exclusive to their own stores. Minecraft and WoW prove it can work without Steam. We'll see. That is kind of a way.
As much as because here's the thing, even if they went exclusives, they're going to have like a huge time duration where people are going to just assume they're lying and they're going to go multi-plat again. And what it would require to fix that is them just coming out one day and say, "We pulling our on everything." Everything is it, but they're not gonna. The odds of that happening is so low.
Yeah,
they're just, and that's the issue when it comes down to it. Is Microsoft going to allow Xbox to go through the period that takes for them to recover from the damage that was done? I don't know.
Yeah. Then we have ZGL7, member for 38 months, Lord Bronze. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry. Project Aries, $2 super chat. King, what's the specs on Quick Resume 2?
I don't know. The same specs on Quick Resume 1. It's not what is a program.
Have they talked about that?
No, it's just a program.
Yeah.
It's just, it takes a snapshot of where you are at. That's what Quick Resume is.
I mean, you would assume that just the natural speed of the next gen console will just make it that much better, right?
No.
I never use Quick Resume, to be honest with you.
I use Quick Resume with everything.
It's never been an issue for
Quick
me.
Quick Resume is beast, man, because it kept me in the middle of that Matrix demo for like a year, like right in the same spot. I just never went back to it. Then we have,
because all it does is take a snapshot and you're able to just go right back to it.
Then we have, so ZGL7, member for 38 months with Bronze. Cog in the Fries costume with the matching hat would be hilarious. Yes, and we'll put a nice little tub of mayonnaise next to him as well.
Nastiness.
You know how they like that mayo with the fries.
Pause.
Then we got Jitsu Sage, $5 super chat.
So this is what it looks like. So you can, because you couldn't see it all the way.
Send it to me on Facebook so I can show it to them.
That's what it looks like.
Send it to me on Facebook.
Send it so he could put it into
the. I sent it to you twice.
I haven't got one message from you. There you go. Now I've gotten it.
There you go.
Please, you got two of them. Talking about.
We got. All right. Then we got Sage, $5 super chat. Xbox has way more studios to protect. Exclusives are dangerous to protecting the studios. Sony's first party is a disaster. That's what I see.
Sony's first party is a disaster because they heavily pivoted on games as a service,
Yeah,
and none of it.
They're all behind the 8 ball.
You want to
now.
actually get technical. The reason that they're in this situation is because they stopped doing the things they used to be doing.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Now, most of their games, probably PS6 games, right? So, we have Robo Toco Coco Topos. Super chat. Microsoft's goal has always been to get Windows under the TV. Losing game sales to Steam is worth it if it's on Microsoft hardware on Microsoft's OS. The mission is having better USP than PlayStation for new buyers, not existing PlayStation users. Yeah, I just think the numbers are different now, right? Like the gaming, the industry's expanded so much.
But here's the thing: by the letter of the law and how much PC has grown and Steam has grown over the past 5-6 years, they should probably abandon that market because you're losing a lot of people to the Steam ecosystem. But that's a lot of money. And especially PlayStation can avoid that a lot more than Xbox can because Xbox has a lot of games that primarily appeal to a PC demographic. And that might be the biggest issue too, where it's like the people these games you're trying to appeal to, they already have PC. So why should buy Xbox? So I don't know. I think I feel you, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's interesting question.
But the same conversation is not being said about the Steam machine. You got people that's talking about, I can't wait to get a Steam machine, but they already got PCs.
But the thing about the Steam machine is because it is an additive thing. I don't really, in the sense that like if it's for people who are already in the space, unless we start seeing a big marketing push.
I think the Steam machine had like a week of people like speculating, and then when we got information, it died just as quick as it came into the ecosystem.
I mean,
I don't see anyone hyped for that system.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, but I just think it is for the people that's already in the ecosystem that want to be able to play under their at their TV without connecting their PC to their TV.
The only way the Steam machine works is that they treat that like a console, but they're not going to.
They're not going to treat it like a console as in the sense that it's going to be competing like. They're not going to treat it the way you would treat like a console launch, right? Like an Xbox would or a PlayStation would or a Switch would. They're just not. Unless, again, Gabe has something up his sleeve we don't know about.
Now, I do know that Half-Life 2 stuff, that's real. Like that is a real thing. And those are going to be exclusive to the Steam ecosystem. But it's going to be on the PC as well. So we'll have to see how he tries to play that. Maybe they do more exclusive stuff with their actual studios, or they actually start buying stuff. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yep. We have Carn Artistic, $10 super chat. When they say return to Renegade Xbox, that starts with the games, the element of surprise and being bold. What if they surprise us with a new Halo bundled with every new Xbox? That would be a quick turnaround, man. I mean, again,
I think their best bet, if they're going to bundle something with, is bundle with Elder Scrolls 6. I think that's their best bet. Now, is that going to be ready for like a next year or a year after thing? I don't know.
I doubt it.
But I mean, Starfield came out how long ago? I mean, it could be close to being done by 2027. Yeah. So we'll have to see.
We have Lieutenant Hulk, $5 super chat. Hey, Attic, why would I buy a game on Steam when I have access to it on Game Pass? Steam mostly works for third-party games, which to never miss Xbox.
But that was the question we had. It's about the money, the aspect that they bring in money. The issue is the game is on Game Pass, and they're not making money on that part when it comes to a sale. And that has led to a trajectory to where I still don't like this, like, saying that, like, it kind of enforces people not to buy games. People still buy the games that they're actually passionate about. We still buy the Assassins, the Resident Evils, the games that you actually like that are not in Game Pass day and date. You still buy those. But when it comes down to it, third parties where these hardware manufacturers make money. They don't make money off their games. None of their games are rarely ever in the top 10 of every year.
Yeah.
It's the third party stuff they make, the microtransactions they make.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Face 23BKNY, $20 super chat. Lord Sav, PS5 Pro is just graphics, 120 FPS mode is exclusive to PS5 Pro for Resident Evil Requiem on console. Okay. What did I say anything against a Resident Evil Requiem on console? I don't think I did.
Actually, I think you was actually saying, "Yo, why is there less features on PC?" You actually was criticizing them. For that.
Right, but this is AMD. This is AMD cards. There's no path tracing on that. That's the only thing I said.
The NVIDIA cards are fine.
Yeah, the PS5 Pro version is great for what it is, but it is ray tracing. You're not getting path tracing on the PS5 Pro.
They don't even know what that is, though.
Yeah. So, but I don't think I said anything against that PS5 Pro version.
You know, they be outside. You better watch yourself.
Dude, what happened?
They just happy right now that I even rock with them with anything. So.
Then we got the Silver Squire, $5 super chat. Cog is in here because he put them toe Crocs on and got sick. He can't handle them beanie weenies.
I'm dead, bro. Y'all are definitely wow.
Then we have Shizukani, $5 super chat. Just to clarify, Tokon will have best-in-class netcode, same as GG Strive, Guilty Gear Strive, as they're from the same developers. Yeah,
I have no clue about fighters.
So your level of assumption is at its maximum. Until the game comes out, I would like to know. I would like to know if it has the same lobby system as a 2XKO, which is a free-to-play game, which is available for everyone. Again, but it doesn't. As a business owner, it doesn't go to my core problem. My core problem that is not available for everyone. It's a fighting game. That's like you going to an arcade machine. And you go into an arcade store, and they have arcades in there, and they have blacks only arcade, and you can't play, or they have whites only arcade, and you can't play. Oh, but it's a fighting game. It's supposed to be played for everyone. Not for you. No, we decided that we just want to segment this game from everybody else just cause. Okay, so it's video game racism. I don't like it.
Video game racism. No segregation in video games.
Facts.
Then we have Son of Vision 02, $10 super chat. Capcom, Square Enix, and Sega all turned down the PlayStation bag. All they have left is Konami for now, thanks to Sarah and Phil. But Phil was too soft with Ninja Gaiden. That should have been an exclusive. Fight back.
No, see, that's what happens when you start to be nice. That you got to be nice all the way around the goddamn boards. When you have something exclusive that anybody can, that people will come to your platform for. Once you already open that door and you're already nice, well then there you go. You can't stop being nice because then it goes against your grain. And I don't think innately that was his nature. I don't know what her nature is, but I know this. She dropped that information on your head. I'm about everything she's about.
All right. Then we have Project Aries, $2 super chat. Just make Cog wear baby oil, call it a day.
Let me see if they got a baby oil costume.
Why? No, he said he literally put baby oil on him on the
That's why I tell you that these dudes that we have here are strange.
Oh, then we have JD Gamer once again, $5 super chat. What if Crash shows up on a PlayStation headquarters? Like, remember me? I'm back.
Yo, that would be wild.
And I'm wearing green, the best place to play where they make all the games like game lists.
Oh, this is it.
Okay, I don't know if
I'll put it in the chat.
I don't know if you read these because I didn't click them off, but let's just double check.
Which one?
That one?
Double beef, Robert Kelly? Yeah. Hold on a second.
No, I put it on the screen on StreamYard.
This is it.
Give me a second. Put it. Yeah, I read that.
Okay. What about this one?
Yes, those are the ones that I thought that I missed. Yeah, I read that.
Okay.
Sav, look at the chat.
Hold on, we got to go through these and make sure he read these. We got exposed beef on ILP.
Yeah, I read that.
Okay, this one. There's only like 3 left.
I read that. Yep.
And that there's 2 left.
Yep.
And this one.
Yeah, where were you?
No. It's just I didn't check them off, and I just wanted to make sure because we've been getting a little complaints that we've been missing some super chats.
Well, so. I missed those. I missed a couple initially and had to roll back, and I realized that it was there. Yeah,
all right,
that's dirty work.
Look at these nonsense. Oh my god, what is that going?
That's dirty work right there. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's my vote. I'm done. That's my vote. The hell with the other one. That's my vote.
So here's one.
I would agree.
Here's one of them. Yo, how does this one work?
That's what I'm saying. It's like
all that stuff is at the bottom is a costume. He's at the top. It's just his legs just go right inside the costume.
Oh, so these are fake legs.
Yeah,
you can tell those are fake legs.
Yeah, why cog legs would be there like that?
All right, and then King is ridiculous. Here's another one. Yo, King, what are you doing?
Wow.
Oh, you think this is the bad one? Like that?
That's dirty work.
The last one is the one that that's.
Yo, this is crazy. I think. Yo, I think we all need to do this one time.
Which one? Chill. The thing is that you have to really be standing up. You have to be standing up during the podcast for that to make sense.
Lady, no.
Oh, this is too much. I don't know if I'm sharing this one, King. I don't know if I'm gonna share this one, King.
You gotta share it. This is it.
Is that your choice, King?
That's my choice. Freakins baby oil.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
So I will put the if you guys want to because we need a fourth one because Carl can't pick his own. Whoever has the highest super chat and send me something that will be the one you do, and then I'll do a poll here in a minute.
Oh my god! All right, so if we are done with the super chats, let's move on to our second topic of the day. Like I have 20 minutes left. So let's get into it. Shout out to Jason Schreier from Bloomberg. Came out with an article this week, kind of reiterating and kind of putting a stamp on a lot of the conjecture that was happening prior to that, where there was rumblings that Sony was going to pull back from PlayStation games on the PC platform, specifically first-party single-player games. Obviously, apparently the multiplayer games as a service push is still alive and well in the PC space for them, but when it comes to their big single-player games, they're deciding to pull back from that, right? I'll go a little bit into his article here. He says Sony Group Core no longer plans to release its big PlayStation 5 games on PC, a major shift in strategy that sees the video game maker returning to console exclusivity after 6 years of flirting with multi-platform releases, according to people familiar with the company's plans. Online games such as Marathon and Marvel Tokon will still be released across multiple platforms, but single-player titles such as last year's samurai hit Ghost of Yōtei and the upcoming action game Soros will remain exclusive to PlayStation 5, said the people who asked not to be identified because they weren't authorized to talk publicly about the company's strategy.
Isn't that convenient?
The people cautioned that things could change in the future due to the unpredictable nature of the video game industry and that Sony's plans are constantly shifting. But in recent weeks, PlayStation scrapped plans to bring Ghost of Yōtei and other internally developed games to PC. Two games made by external developers but published by PlayStation, Death Stranding 2 and the upcoming Kena Scars of Kazumura, are still planned for release on PC this year. So yeah, shout out to Jason for that scoop. What do you guys think about this, man? Like, this is, again, this is a kind of mid/end generation shift that I didn't necessarily coming. I kind of figured that Xbox opened the door to that for everyone, maybe not for Nintendo, but this idea of it being okay for your games to, at least on the PlayStation side, to go to PC when it came to just, making a little bit more money long after those games have had their day in the sun on the platform. We have seen obviously big success on the PC platform with Helldivers 2, right? But when it came to their single player games, it seems that initially you had that nice pop on the PC platform because it was a novelty, right? That these games were there and had never been there before. And apparently the numbers are saying otherwise as we go down the line in terms of people being willing to play those games on the PC as opposed to just playing them on a PlayStation. So the assumption is that it's not worth it for them, whether it's for money reasons, it's not worth it for them. The work and the time that's required to port those games isn't worth it. And again, if we're thinking about, a PlayStation 6 and looking at the ecosystem moving forward in a world where it looks like maybe everything might kind of revert to the way it sort of was, maybe it makes sense for them to really continue to push the narrative that's always worked for them, which is like, hey, only on PlayStation. We're in the business of selling consoles, and we're in the business of exclusives on that console. So, I found it very interesting. What do you guys think? Let's go with Addict first. Addict? Where is he?
I'm muted.
Oh, there you go. All right.
It comes something like this. I am to lean more towards it because it's Jason Schreier and Nate the Hate said it too.
Yeah.
And these are people that we believed over less. Usually what Jason Schreier says, I'm gonna be real with you guys, that's facts. like Jason Schreier, I can't really think of too many times where he's been wrong on scenarios. So when it comes down to it, it's just like, look, at the end of the day, it's not like these games were selling like crazy on Steam. First off, PlayStation will never come out openly admit this. They'll just stop announcing games coming to PC.
Yeah,
they're not going to come out there and announce that they're going the other way.
Yeah.
So it comes down. He was wrong about Starfield. What was he wrong about Starfield? You have to elaborate a little bit what you mean by that. So, the thing is like, if these games ain't making money on PC, besides like a few, these games aren't like, it's not. I think they said they made the entire time they've been on Steam.
Yeah.
PC venture in general was because they were claiming because it was. I think it was like 1 point some billion that they've made the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, they made 3.5 billion on PlayStation. I mean, on PC and Xbox. Nope.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So when it comes down to it, it's just like 3 billion over. It would be more than 2 years though, because they've been doing PC longer than 2 years. So it's like, look, like at the end of the day, it's like, I don't got to tell you. I guess here's the thing: if you're waiting for PlayStation to come out, I don't think you'll get that much. Like PlayStation is never going to come out openly admit that they're going to pull back. They first off, they've always been very inconsistent when these games are coming out. It's not like it's been like a roadmap where they're like, oh, 6 months later. They never tell you until you see it pop up on the store.
Yeah. I think that's by design, though. That's by design, though, because at the end of the day, they're still trying to get you to buy that game on a PlayStation.
and that's my point. You take that into consideration, where they've never just jumped into anything, and you take into consideration where it's like these games. I think they said Spider-Man 2 sold 700,000. Do you think that's worth the money putting into Steam, and you think that's worth the taking the factor away from Spider-Man's only on PlayStation? I don't know. Like, if this is true, PlayStation don't agree. Because if they're pulling out, there's a reason they're doing that. Maybe there's like a bunch of analytics that we don't know either. It's like at the end of the day, it's like, look, PlayStation is Sony's one of their biggest ventures, if not their biggest venture.
It is their biggest.
They got to say, like,
they lost
Microsoft can wake up tomorrow and say, we done with the Xbox, and Microsoft, they'll be fine. But Sony can't lose PlayStation. And if it's even remotely looking like it'll hurt their ecosystem, because like I said, every year we talk about the top 10 games sold every year on PlayStation, on Xbox, on Steam. And rarely, you might get one, maybe two. None of that's first party. It's always third party. They make more money off of Fortnite every year selling on their hardware than they do of all their exclusives combined. And that's what they're protecting. They care more about getting that money than they care more about the money that they would make on PC.
Yeah.
And that's all I got really to say. Until it's confirmed, which is never going to get confirmed, because in my opinion, PlayStation will never come out openly and admit this. They'll just stop. They'll just stop announcing games coming to PC.
Yeah.
And I think it was Jason Schreier said that they canceled 2 ports, the Source port and the Ghost of Yōtei port.
Yes.
So that shows you it's even worse that that's true. That means they have money invested into these ports, and they're like, "No, get those out of here." And Ghost of Yōtei was probably damn near done. Get that out of here. We don't want that on it. Mm-hmm. So look, like, until I get it, we want some clarity in terms of the studios. But in my opinion, the only way we're going to find this out is if we see any game that is that single player aspect, because they didn't say they're leaving the PC market entirely. They're still going to port the games that make sense to them. But as far as like us knowing exactly what they're doing, the only way we're going to know that, in my opinion, is if we see these games show up. And all it takes is one to contradict Jason's article. All it takes is one. If we see like Ghost of Yōtei get announced here in the next like 6 months to a year, you see Suros get even I guess leaks at that point. But all it takes is one.
Yeah. All right. So King, you believe something very different.
Yeah, I believe it's a bunch of hogwash.
So tell me.
Yeah, I believe it's a bunch of hogwash. I believe it's an absolute farce. It's the biggest trust me, bro article going. No sources.
Well, Jason Schreier is pretty on point.
I don't care.
That cannot be a trust me, boy.
That's a trust me, bro. Sorry. Sony don't come out and say anything, and you out here, well, Sony is never going to say it. Well, then I'm never going to believe it. So trust me, bro. Get out of here with that. I don't care about none of that. That article don't mean a damn thing. So whenever the game shows up and it shows up and be like, boom, look at your face. I don't care. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. It's all that defense force for Sony. Listen, they're just trying to deflect from Helix gonna have your damn games, and it's gonna run better than it runs on a PlayStation. That's all that is. And anybody sitting here running with this and it's not absolute fact, everybody acting like this is fact. It's not a fact. Sony did not come out and acknowledge it. Actually, Sony came out the next day and put out a controller. Literally for the PC.
So they're not leaving the market though. They're still making games as a service.
I'm putting out a monitor. I'm putting out a chair. I'm putting out a controller. I'm putting out speakers. They're building a home. And they're going to say, nah, we ain't going to live there. I don't believe none of that stuff. Mm-hmm. And you don't got no source that's going to come out and say it. Yo, I'm just letting you know that they're canceling the ports that they got that was going over there. So you want to put your name on that?
But when has he ever came up on? He's not going to give his source out.
I don't want to put my name on that because they don't want me to talk about this right now. But I got to go. I'm on lunch break. And he go back to cleaning toilets.
He said, I got it. It was the janitor that told him.
It was the janitor. Yo, I heard from the guy in the mailroom that they was thinking about it, but he heard because the dude that did this oil change said that maybe they might be canceled. Shut the hell up. Get out of here. Get away from me.
Look, guys, I don't know why King's mic is bugging out. Like mine and Solves isn't doing it. Cogs wasn't doing it.
It keeps on dropping down to the level, bro.
There's nothing we could do about it. I think Windows is hijacking his mic.
It's absolutely disgusting. I'm looking at it drop down every time I talk. I took that dynamic stupid. It's this stupid as SteamYard app.
But me and Solve ain't having no issues.
Because my computer hate it. If I hate something, my computer hate it. It's gonna keep me at this level right here. Is this level good for y'all?
that's going to be. I'd rather it stay at that level than jumping up and down all the time.
All right. Well, it's gonna stay right there. So it's disgusting.
So, question, King, you didn't talk about like, all right, if it's not happening, right, or if it happens in a different way, what are your thoughts on how they could still stay in the PC market even with the single play games?
What are my thoughts? They ain't changing nothing.
You talked about a specific thing before that you haven't mentioned yet.
Oh, well, they have to go to Lords After Dark for that. See, I'm not giving you the content that said Lords After Dark. Go to Lords After Dark. If you want that Lords After Dark energy, take your stuff over there.
I can't talk about that without giving that energy.
Those thoughts require money.
Go to Lords After Dark for that. But listen, they ain't changed a damn thing. Everything is absolutely the same. Status quo. The same way Asha came. Listen, I'm keeping the same energy. Asha came out and said nothing. She just gave you what the console name is. Before, we was running around with Magnus. It's not called Project Helix. That is the code name. Right? So, all right, cool. She didn't say anything new, but what she did was her actions, right? This news come out. This is how I say it's absolute bullshit. Absolute. This news comes out, Sony releases the PC controller. They told Jason your article is trash. They said it. I didn't. This is what Sony did. Sony put out a controller on top of the information that you put out. Sony's walking away from PC. Who said that? Yo, release that. Sony could have waited.
Can't you make the argument that Sony has denied this either? Because this would be an easy tweet. We're still committed to our Steam partners.
Since when does Sony come out and talk to you guys? They only do actions, right?
They're gonna say they don't comment on rumors and speculation.
We don't comment on the janitor.
They ain't even saying that.
The janitor.
We don't care about what the janitor had to say.
That.
All they do is actions, right? They put out a controller for your PC. Says sit down and shut up. And yo, last time I checked, that controller didn't come with 2 in the pack. So it wasn't about multiplayer. It was a single controller, right? Yo, stay focused, people. That's all. Stay focused, people. All I'm telling you is stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe. These dudes is out here. They running the defense force for the team. They out here. You seeing dudes. They are right tackles, son. These guys are actively on the PlayStation defense force, and all they faces is coming out. You just getting the chance to see it. And I'm listening. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. I know they're gonna stay in the PC market, but what it is up, son. It's up. So don't come out here talking about, yeah, you know what, I had heard that they're going to stop doing this. Why? Who does that conversation actually affect? Oh, because Xbox Helix is supposed to play PC games. Oh, I heard PlayStation is going to stop moving games over on the PC. Get the hell out of here, man. Shut up. Go sit down someplace, bro.
He did say it before the announcement of Helix, if I'm not mistaken.
He did. No, that's how I should come out and be like, yo, for all these dudes out there, I love her Tupac-ness, son. Straight Tupac, son. She's Tupac, son. She's Tupac reincarnated.
Oh, man. I thought it was going to be a new day here on the Iron Lords podcast, but apparently it's not.
She's Tupac, son. Yo, and the thing I like is, why do you PlayStation dudes care? Tell me when that Spider-Man went over to PC. Did you feel your essence walk out of your body? Did something happen to you? Console wars never left. You ain't Tony. Stop playing. Tony, you know console wars never left. Not with me. Now, you may go to other dudes' channels and they talk about, I'm going to PC, I'm going to do all of this, is the best of both worlds, all of this other stuff. I'm here for the fight, my guy, for the fight. So until you give me actual facts and somebody when Hiroki tells me, I believe it. So Hiroki said nothing.
on a time duration, what we would normally see these games come to PC like what 9 months after they come out around
Yeah.
that.
It's nah. Is it 9 months or
I'm
is it
about
a
to
year?
get Death Stranding 2. Why am I listening to y'all?
That's not.
Why am I listening to y'all?
It's not first party.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's being published by Sony though on PC. That's being published by Sony on PC. Shout out to my man Nick.
So it came out in October 2nd, 2025. Ghost of Yōtei.
Yeah.
So if like by the end of this year,
Yeah.
if we don't see that get announced for PC, is that when you're willing to admit that Jason's probably right on this?
I'm not gonna admit anything because they're gonna be still putting games over there. They got a whole list of games they're gonna be dropping over there.
Like what?
So when it happens, they let it happen. But when you see it and it happens, are you gonna admit that I'm 98% right all the time and you back the wrong horse?
You trying to do a bend the knee with me?
You always out here trying. Nobody cares about you, bro. Like
no, I didn't. I'm not the one that brought it up. You did.
Listen, I'm telling you, when Sony comes out and tells me, I'll believe.
They're not going to come out and say
so
that.
Then,
that's
then there's nothing for you to talk about.
I'm saying what I'm saying.
I believe Sony.
This has nothing to do with
No,
business.
I'm saying I
what
believe.
amount of time.
You believe the janitor. I believe Sony.
What amount of time? I believe Jason Schreier. I don't believe the janitor.
Where did he get the information from?
I don't know.
Why you don't know?
So have we ever known who he gets?
No. Why don't you know? Don't ask Solve.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing?
Solve, don't listen to him.
But that's the
I'm
point.
asking you. Time out, Solve. Don't listen to him. I'm asking you. Why don't we know? Because you got the answer to that. Why don't we know?
He's never said it.
No. Why don't you know? Particularly in this case.
Because he's never said it.
No, because in this same article, he says from an undisclosed source, right? So for all I know, I could be absolutely right. It's the janitor, right? I'm going with the janitor.
So if I go back on previous IOPs, you have never went with the rumor and acted like it was fact.
I'm not saying that. I'm telling you what I'm able to do right now.
He's saying what he's doing right now.
So that's all I need.
Listen, yo, Addict.
He's back.
Listen, Addict. Listen. I do things that fit my purposes and my narrative, bro. I'm not
you with it though. At least you admit it.
I'm telling you that. I'm telling you what I'm about. I'm about all of the spin, all the smoke, all of it. Until somebody's name is on it, it's still the janitor. So shout out to the janitor for knowing what they canceled. Yo, I had saw them cancel. They had pushed the cancel button. For all he know, they was just closing out a menu. This guy don't know a damn thing, bro.
All right, let me close out with my comments on this and try to level this off a little bit.
You ain't got to level out nothing.
And then I got to go.
Until you can give me a source, I don't want to hear it.
But look, please listen to Lords After Dark because King said some interesting stuff there that
he won't say here.
That he won't say here.
Because you know why? That was meant for After Dark.
That was meant for After Dark. Facts. But yeah, to me, I'm gonna be honest, man. I was surprised to hear that this is a thing, just because I thought that was the way the entire industry was looking to mitigate these games costing way too damn much. And on the PlayStation side specifically, I said, well, they're still not doing day and date, which is my argument to the money wasn't worth it. Never flew because they never took the big swing, which would be a day and date first party title, right? I don't believe that you're gonna tell me that if you decided that Wolverine was coming out day and date on everything, that bump, that zeitgeist moment wouldn't be crazy. That's insane to me, right? So obviously that might have been a pie in the sky thing from the beginning. That was never their plan, right? But if you're doing that in the space and you're dipping the toe and not taking the big swing, you can't say that it's about the money because, again, there is a bigger swing to take that they did not take. Cool, no problem. That's their business. This is what they want to do. So yeah, my worry is that, we're kind of going back to where things were at the beginning of the generation, right? In terms of this is the case, right? That obviously the difference is the games as a service, because obviously you do want as many people playing those games as possible, as particularly with the lack of success they've had so far, except for Helldivers in that space. So that makes 100% sense that wouldn't go anywhere. But at the end of the day, we still not solving the problem that supposedly the entire industry has about, hey, these games are taking too damn long to make. They're costing too much damn money. How do we mitigate that, right? And I thought that was a problem everyone had. Maybe not Nintendo, right? So I don't know. I don't know what this looks like. I don't know what this means. I hopefully maybe they think that what they have down the pipeline in terms of games as a service is going to make up whatever difference that would be. I don't know, but it is, to me, I was surprised to see it, to be perfectly honest with you, right? Same way I was surprised to hear Asha talking about, we're bringing back the Xbox Renegade spirit and what that means or whatever. Because again, up until now, for the past couple of years, both PlayStation and Xbox have been saying like, hey, the way the status quo of doing things the way we've been doing it is not sustainable. That's the word we've heard: sustainability. And all of a sudden it's going back to kind of what it was. So again, interesting to see. I want to see how it pans out. I want to see if it is successful for them going back, and if they are happy with, again, closing off these games to the PlayStation ecosystem. They never really had problems selling PlayStations. I don't see that necessarily being a thing with the PlayStation 6, but there are market circumstances that I would caution against. And it's just besides the whole RAM thing, besides the prices, it's just the change in the gamer, right? You have us guys, the old guys that love their console, their exclusives, their class, the status quo. But we don't make up the majority. Like we speak in an echo chamber to ourselves a lot of the time, but the majority of people who are buying these consoles don't think that way, don't care about those things. And in a world where that's kind of taking away from what we consider to be the most, classic gaming, what we care about, how do you mitigate that, right? And in my mind, it was never going back to the way it was. It was kind of trying to figure out, hey, putting these games in front of as many people as possible. So again, I don't necessarily understand it. I understand it from a perspective of, hey, the PlayStation brand, we need to make sure that we shore that up, and we make sure that, hey, maybe you go back to the only on PlayStation branding, right? So hey,
apparently, I don't know if it's true. Apparently, they already did.
They already did. Okay.
They changed their PlayStation stuff on their website.
Okay, so yeah, it's again interesting to see all the way around. It would be funny if by the time this generation ends, everything looks like it did when it started. After all the fluctuations that we had during the course of this generation, it would be kind of crazy. But we'll see. Interesting things nonetheless. Definitely check out our thoughts on it on Lords After Dark at the Insider Gaming app. Spicy discussion. Definitely do that. So, guys, I am out of here. This is my time to go. So I will pass the reins over to King and Cog for the last two.
King and Cog, but that's what's up.
I know. So King and Addict for the last two topics. But love y'all. I will see y'all next week. Yeah, Steam Machine delayed. I didn't play Slay the Spire, so that'll be Addict talking. Steam Machine delayed.
Give your opinion on Steam Machine real quick.
Well, Steam Machine being delayed yet again. I'm gonna be honest with you. Initially, I thought it would matter, but at the end of the day, that machine spec-wise isn't something that's gonna make a dent necessarily against a PlayStation right now or Switch necessarily. So it doesn't matter if it comes out next year too, because it's still gonna be power-wise. It's gonna do what Valve wants it to do, right? Is give an option to people that are already in the ecosystem. If it turns out to be something more, that more people are interested in it, and all of a sudden they have to kind of, shift up their economy of scale and trying to sell more of them than they ever expected to, that would be an interesting sort of pivot in the market that I'm not necessarily expecting. But at the end of the day, it being delayed more because they're trying to figure out a price point that's reasonable and that works. I don't think affects them necessarily as much because they're already building this machine with older components, right? The RAM thing is basically the main thing that is probably messing it up. I don't know that the rest of the components that make up the Steam machine are necessarily the problem, because again, spec wise, it is, it's a machine that on its best day maybe can compare with some things on a PlayStation 5, right? And obviously it's going to be built with certain things in mind, upscaling in mind, and things of that nature that are more modern. 100%. It would allow it to punch above its weight. But I just think overall, if it gets delayed till next year, I don't think that's that big of a deal, except for the people that that are really excited to see it and have it out in the market and see what that does in the market. But maybe it's even more exciting to see it come out in a market where a new PlayStation and a new Xbox are about to hit, and see how that does and how that disrupts, if at all.
It'd be funny if all this changes so dramatically they cancel.
I mean,
because they could have been making this Steam machine with where they thought the industry was going, and if it changes right at the end, right before they launch it, this is kind of pointless to put out now.
I really think that Valve did not look really outside, and they looked at that Steam hardware survey and be like, okay, what is a machine that we can give people that is more powerful than what the majority of them have in their house, according to the Steam hardware survey? And I think that was their metric, and that's it. I firmly believe that is it. So we'll see. But again, it would be interesting if they have to hold out to next year, and all of a sudden they're coming out in a more crowded market with brand new consoles coming out from PlayStation and Xbox. So we'll see. All right, I will see you guys next week. Love y'all.
See ya. Bye, cops.
Oh, here we go.
They wilding with you today, man. They got to be looking for you. They got to be looking for you.
Yeah, today they about to
go around and do.
It's warming up. That's the thing. Everybody in the street. It's not freezing anymore. Everybody's in the street.
They about to go around and Deadpool your ass. Have you seen this man?
Actually, before I go, you want me to get the last couple of super chats that came in? Okay. The Angry Therapist MD, $5 super chat. Baby Oil Car gets my vote. Diddy edition. Yeah, I think that might be it. Then we have Max Arthe, £2 super chat. Nix is about to get nixed. Maybe. We'll see. Obviously, if they still continue to make these games as a service, they're going to need help with that. But initially, when you look at this, I was like, why did Nixus not go instead of Blue Point, right? But we'll see. Son of Vision 02, $10 super chat. Either PlayStation couldn't do day and date for PC or didn't want to, which does not help make money. We all know where this is going, back to their sequels selling worse than the previous and closed studios. Rest in peace. I certainly hope it's not the case, but that was my thinking as well. I was like, it just felt like it was a new day for everyone, but we'll see. We have Max Arthe again, £2 super chat. Some of those ports launched rough also. Yeah, they did. They 100% did. And then we have Stitch 25, $2 super chat. So what happens to Nixus? Again, good question. Apparently, they still got work because they got, games as a service ports coming. But we'll see. We'll see. Because Nixus does have a knowledge base that is helpful across all of PlayStation studios, not just porting stuff. So maybe that fits for them in a way that a Blue Point didn't fit, which is crazy to me, but whatever. Yeah, that's the decision they made. All right. So talk to y'all next week. Love y'all. Peace.
King.
Peace.
Us too. So I'm gonna let you talk about the Steam Machine stuff because I'm not really too interested about the Steam Machine. The only thing I will say that
I got a video coming out today about that. Basically, to be real with you.
What is it done?
Yeah.
Well, you need to premiere it right after the show.
Well, no. I got some Xbox news that just came to me right now that people sent me some screenshots, but I got sources. It's not the janitor.
But yeah, so like I will say that like in terms of like content creation, making like reviews and stuff, I have considered, oh man, it would be cool if like, I was able to record on like the Steam machine. That's why like I'm not against like the hybrid thing that Xbox is talking about doing. I'm just like curious on how they make money in the long term. Because if anything, like I like to be able to like record it goes on a cloud and I can just download it from any hardware to do edits with. So But as far as like the actual machine itself, I'm indifferent. Like I don't really care. Like I think I will try it out, but as far as like, you know, because it's just because I'm a content creator. Like, you know, it depends what that price is. You know, if that sucker's like $1,500, probably won't be picking that up. Like,
power spec wise, the Steam machine always struck me as something that was supposed to come in at $400 or $500. And then as we started looking more and more at it, they was talking, it just started getting ridiculous as far as price goes. That it could potentially be $1,000. It doesn't have value to me in that sense. You know, I looked at it this way. Excuse me. I got my Xbox Rock Ally X, and I had my Steam machine before that, and I was using my Steam machine. My Xbox Rock Ally X, I'm able to download Steam and play it from there. It made that device obsolete. That's why I just thought about it today. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get rid of that thing. I don't see who's this device for.
yeah, me either. At first, I thought it was like them trying to like compete in the console space, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So
it doesn't.
I don't know what they expect to do with this.
They did it. Yeah, they brought that thing to the market before. It didn't sell because it had the same things that's going on with it now. I'd expect the same results. So you don't have no exclusives. You don't have anything. Actually, you're like Xbox minus all their franchises, right? So all you got is a bunch of third-party stuff there, and you sell stuff really cheaply. Okay, cool. Then you got this wacky controller that nobody knows exactly what the controller is like. And if you brought the old Steam machine, that controller, which I like, a lot of people hate it. I don't know. It's in a weird space, but I told people because if you go to the genesis of it, it started off with we're going to ship in the first quarter of 2026 to the first half of 2026, and they came out with the information the other day is we hope to ship in 2026, and then they came out with an article yesterday by The Verge that said they do intend to ship in 2026, and you keep kicking the can down the road. Is going to get to a point where you're going to hit a brick road. Now, what is completely alarming is they ceased development and production and manufacturing on existing devices that they had. The old OLED device and the LCD device of the DeX. Now, a lot of people assume that it was in preparation for the Steam frame, the Steam machine, and the controller, and then next year, the Steam Deck 2. I believe that Gabe doesn't want anything to affect the bottom line. And the tariffs is affecting the bottom line. The RAM is affecting the bottom line. And they have a consistent stream of revenue based upon the storefront. I think this flies in the face of that. He's putting extra headaches in places that is not necessary. It could turn out to be complete vaporware at the end of the day. Does it make it out this year? If it doesn't make it out this year, do I think the thing comes out ever? No.
Yeah, that's why I said I think there is a chance it might get canceled. Is that chance high? Probably not. I would say there's a
60,
good chance
40.
it's
I give
coming
it 60,
out.
40.
I'd give it like 80-20 it comes out. I do think there's a good chance it still comes out. But I will say, you know, there's a lot of conditions that Gabe probably was looking at when he was trying to release this. And I feel like some of those conditions are going
bad. Yeah. Like, listen, there's a reason why I say, you know, about the PlayStation thing. Yeah, they're gonna make sure that they don't ship another PlayStation console until 2029, 2030. But that was originally on deck anyway. So Xbox shipping in 2027, that was a ramping up of them cutting this generation off because the initials were 28, 29. Now you're looking at 27, only because market conditions will probably dictate this is the last console generations for all of them. Does Valve even want to deal with something like this? Do they need to? They don't. They're highly successful without it. So why even go into a realm that nobody asked you to do, nobody called you for, and really there's not a space for you because economically, you look at the demographics, people don't even have space for a second console. So why do it?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what his overall, motive was to get into the industry. I do think that in case of what's going on now, a lot of things are changing. The way PlayStation moves, the way Xbox moves, we don't know how that's going to work out. I do think, especially if it's true that PC games are being yanked off Steam for that matter when it comes to PC. Maybe that will have them looking at, okay, we thought we was going to go into this. It's a lot of scenarios. As far as like the machine itself, I'm willing to try it if it's reasonably priced, or this Steam sends to be a reunion, and I'll look at it. But as far as like going out and spending $1,000+ I don't know if I'm willing to do that. Like,
no, I wasn't going to do it. I told you I thought the thing was going to be like $500.
And that's when we thought, that's when we didn't know what they were doing. Are they trying to compete? At that time we thought maybe they are, but now we get more and more information. It doesn't look like that's the case. They're not going to subsidize this, which they could easily do. If anyone could subsidize a console, it's Steam.
Yeah.
They don't.
But they
don't own studios. They don't do any of that. Like they own studios, but you get what I'm saying. Like they are the definition of a storefront that doesn't have a whole, like they have overhead, but not as much as like PlayStation.
Not at all. They overhead is very minimal, but I do believe that from an operations standpoint, it doesn't make sense.
So we'll have to see when it comes to that. But let's get to this last little topic real quick. I don't think this is going to take long. So I played a good amount, probably about 8-9 hours of Slay the Spire 2, and I'm feeling it, man. I'm not really a big card. This is roguelike and card based. I like in person card games. Like, I come from a background. I used to play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. So I didn't mind Slay the Spire 1. I will say that I kind of expected like a more of a jump of art style. I feel like the game definitely didn't look like it improved graphically from the first to the second one, but they definitely improved a lot of the little nicks and acts. Like, you got a lot. It's got the same concept. It just feels like if you like Slay the Spire 1 and you like Slay the Spire, you'll probably like Slay the Spire 2. Some of the new little issues they have, they got some new characters. They did reuse a lot of the people from the first one. And that's the reason I brought this up, because like the game's just fun, and it's like $25. It's nothing. So it's like one of those things that you play on. I don't even know what the first.
So you mean to tell me this game, this Slay the Spire
Marathon about to be brought up,
is beating the brakes off of Marathon?
It's beating the brakes off everything. It's not just Marathon.
Well, I'm not worried about everything. I'm talking about what I'm talking about here. I'm a constant warrior, so again, you got to start remembering. I'm not about trying to what is it? Appease anybody's feelings. I'm here to hurt people's feelings, bro. So anyway, as far as this goes, it looks pretty good. I see the cartoon of it, and you picked it up. You told me that you was going to pick it up.
Yeah, and right now it's in preview, so it's not out for everything.
So you mean to tell me a game that's not even out, that's in preview, is beating a game that is out, fully functional? And you know what? You told me you wouldn't even buy Marathon.
Nah, I can't, because here's the thing. Like, I played the demo for Marathon. I played that SummerSlam thing, and maybe whatever SummerSlam. Maybe this thing that they're going to do at the end of the month
with the raid
will change my mind about it. but it's just like I didn't really enjoy my time with Marathon, and I'm willing to give it a shot. Maybe they made some changes in the front, but and then I was on like a podcast last night, and the dude said, "Yo, it's only $40. Just pick it up." I'm like, I'm gonna be real with you. It'd be different if I kind of enjoyed that server slam. I didn't. So I'm not gonna sit here and justify spending $40 on something that I did not enjoy playing a week ago. And like realistically, how much of that game is different? So it's just like, but
just to say that you did it though.
Yeah, but I enjoyed Slay the Spire. I liked what I played on the first one.
I actually like what I see right here.
And I ain't gonna lie, the FOMO kind of got me from people talking about it, how many people's playing it.
Yeah, so how many people's playing it?
Right now?
Yeah.
I know what you're doing, King.
310,000 people right now on Steam.
I know what you're doing, and I'm gonna let you do it.
I want to know how many people is playing Marathon right now.
Right now, there's 291,000 people playing Slay the Spire 2. And I'm using charts
because the rest of the people's watching ILP. That's what's up.
And a lot of people don't use them, but and then there's 76,000 people playing right now, playing Steam. So however accurate Steam charts is, that's the thing.
Oh, listen, I didn't know Marathon.
Hold up. Blind King 84. Addict won't spend 40, but expects people to buy a system for one game. Addict played the game he won't spend $40 a week ago. Addict never said for people to buy a game for a system for a game they didn't like. I've always said if they get games that you like, you're gonna go over there and buy them. In no way, shape, or form did I ever say to go out and buy something that you don't want to play. I've been very vocal. I didn't want to play Marathon.
I don't think Marathon is literally for Halo and Destiny fans. I mean, I'm a Halo and Destiny fan. I play more Destiny than I think that you've walked this earth. So please don't. I done did so many raids. Marathon is just missing something. If y'all saw my explanation of it, it's just missing something. But at the moment, it's up and it's stuck, and I don't really give a. So, Slay the Spire 2 is what the topic is about, and it's beating the brakes off a Marathon. And Addict decided to go buy that instead of buying that. And I appreciate that. So I had to check out what Slay the Spire 2 was about, and it looks really good. This is going to give me more ammo for the rest of my video this evening. So I'm going to be talking about Slay the Spire 2 tonight, based upon what happened here today.
An individual offered to gift me Marathon last night, and I told them no.
Right.
I told them, look, I don't want to spend your money if I know there's a good chance I won't like it. I was like, let me, because they want to play it with me, and I was like, let me reach out to Bungie, because I'd rather them just gift me a code to see if I even like this game, see if it changes from my perspective how I felt about it with the server slam, and then I'll get back to you, because I told them they knew for a fact, 100% fact, Addict is not buying Marathon. And what's funny is it's not about supporting games, because IOP bought a bunch of copies of Resident Evil Requiem.
Look, listen, you know what's funny? I don't think people understand what coping is. You know, coping is when I punch you in your face, you grab your eye, you sit in the corner, and you hold yourself and you cope. Right? Because you hurt. You hurt. No, what's happening is I'm hurting you by telling you the game that you love is trash. So you're coping, trying to figure out why I don't like what you like. That's what the cope is. You know what it is? You've never been on the receiving end of aggression. You've heard about it. You've read about it. You have never probably had a fight. You know, you're that sheltered kid, right? The one that they had to tiptoe around your feelings. Oh, don't tell Tommy. You know, that guy. And here I come kicking you in your stomach. And you heard words that other people use. Coping? Not at all, sir. I'm here to piss on your parade. And look at me, standing on top of the building, letting it rip. The game is going to die. And no matter what fake little rage you put out, just ain't going to make it. And we knew before it came out, and I told you. So Slay the Spire 2 is the topic. And Slay the Spire 2 is slaying you. And I am so happy that Attic went on and got it. You know why? Because neither one of us got Marathon. But we both played the Server Slam. And we both played more Destiny than you've ever played in your life. Actually, me and Attic met playing Destiny too.
Me and besides very few people in the chat have probably played more Destiny than us together than all of you combined.
It's absolutely insane. More Halo, more Destiny. We know who Bungie is. So stop trying to convince me on something that is garbage that is supposed to be good. Listen, maybe it works for you. And I'm not here to yuck on your yummy. Pause. If that's what you love, fantastic. But I think all other people are right, and I think you're wrong. When everybody's pointing at you, telling that you suck, well, then maybe you suck. But coping? Absolutely not. You can't be the coper if you're the one that's doing the punching. No, you're the one that's holding your eye. So cope with that. But Attic, today was a great show, sir. I do appreciate it. And I can't wait for your review. Actually, if you're going to go live and play Slay the Spire 2, I will definitely tune into that because I know you're not playing Marathon.
No, I'm actually playing Enchanted Arms.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I play Slay the Spire in there on my laptop when I'm doing so. Slay the Spire is like a mind don't be active thing where I'll do something where I'm not like really like I have games that I need complete attention and then I have games that I can play without thinking.
Okay.
And Slay the Spire is like one of those games I play.
So it's more of a reactionary game, right?
Yeah. So okay. I play more than you. Oh yeah, no, I said some of you is definitely exempt from that conversation.
Yeah, no, we got a lot of people here that has actually played Destiny 2 with us.
That's why I didn't say everyone.
Yeah, but see,
some of you is definitely exempt from the conversation.
But a lot of these guys wouldn't know that because they believe things like y'all believe that the janitor was right. So I can't pay half these dudes anymore. You know, keep listening to the janitor. Keep on believing something is great when it's not. And then when they shut the door down and they release the games on the PC, you understand that the janitor was talking out his ass and your game was whack. So regardless of what, Slay the Spire 2 is out there, $25. It's still in preview, so it's not a finished game. And it's out here whipping finished games asses all day long. Shout out to Slay the Spire 2, man. I think I might have to go over there and get it. Hold on one second. If I would have had my ROG on me right now, I would have purchased it right now just to play Slay the Spire 2, just to say F you.
And that's it, folks. Actually, we have nothing further for the podcast. We're going to go now next week, guys. Bring your piggy bank because we making Cog dressing some crazy stuff next week.
Diddy oil.
I don't know about that. I hope that doesn't.
You posted it right? Yeah, you put it. You showed it.
I'm gonna show. I want Cog to be here for the poll because I feel like it always adds to the epicness where he got to see that poll go up and down when he's gonna win. I don't want him to miss it. So. We had a great show this week. Appreciate Saul for hosting. Appreciate everyone for coming through. I don't see anyone I can send you guys to. There's no one streaming that I care about sending you guys to. Like, here's the thing. I used to just send you guys to people just to send you guys to people, but then I realized people are very ungrateful, so I don't do that no more. Unless, like, I know for a fact that you good peoples, I'm just not going to raise you anymore. It's just not going to happen. And I got to do some stuff, so I can't go live doing anything. But I appreciate everyone coming through. Until next time, this is Gaming Addict and Lord King David. And hopefully Cog will be back next week. We out.
Peace.